Hey everybody, I am Corey with Mighty Mushroom. We had a little bit of technical difficulties there for a second because I'm not really that smart or good at this. So if you're watching this in the future, you will see that I kind of suck at this kind of thing, but I'm pretty good at this other kind of thing, I think, sometimes. I mean, not the best or anything, but certainly cool. This is a piece I picked up locally. I don't see a lot of them that look like this. This is like looks like Shiva. It could be Shiva. It could be. It doesn't have multiple arms, so it could be Shiva or Buddha. It's got this. It's got that wand. These are some kind of crazy fate amulets or something in that religion. So I don't know. Pretty cool. It's got the gilded face. You know, you can see a lot of these that are made at like, you know, Walmart or something, but this is not one of those. You can see you can look at the patina here on it, and you can kind of see. I'll click to enlarge it if it works. Oh, you can see, you can see where the patina has been rubbed off and whatever has occurred with this piece, but you can see on the extremities it's been touched and stuff. Might have been in a shrine somewhere, I'm not really sure. It's really a beautifully made piece. This one is copper, which makes me think it's a little bit older. It's not bronze, as you can see by the color. If you know anything about bronze or copper, this is cast copper. There's no base plate on it. And you can see the sand from the sand casting still kind of there. It looks like there's some slag or something in there.
Hey, what's up?
There's a. Hey, what's up, dude? I'm gonna turn the music a little bit lower. So, yeah, dude,
I'm just sent the title of the email as the link.
Oh, I'm not smart at all.
I gotta copy and paste. He's gonna make me do this.
Dude, check that out.
Oh. What does that say? I can't read it. It's backwards.
Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's from like the 60s.
Dude, that
unused.
Is clean.
So clean. It's never been worn. Well, it's been worn now, but not to sweat.
It is amazing when you find hats like that just have not, especially a white hat that's just that clean.
Yeah. Am I screen sharing right now or no?
What?
Am I screen sharing right now? Are you seeing what I'm listing?
Or no, not at the moment.
Okay. Okay, cool. I'm talking about a really cool piece and I'm not even screen sharing, so that's how good at this I am. Screen share. Screen share. Oh God! Look at those infinities. Look at those loops of infinity. Whoa! Look, I'm making infinity waves. Can you see that?
Yes.
Pretty cool. Okay, now that we've played with infinity waves on the interwebs of the universe, let's talk about this piece here. Let's discuss this and discuss some of your listings too, if you want, or future listings. So you don't use contractors, right? We discussed this before, I think.
No, yeah. I mean, it's funny because my buddy Jake, who, my best friend, he's actually going to come over tomorrow and knock some listings out for me. And yeah, I pay him kind of on the basis that we talked about, similar to how you work it.
And yeah. Do you have him signed up as? Do you have a 1099 on him and all that stuff?
No, I don't.
You should.
Yeah, I mean, it's still kind of a experimental process, you know. Like he's motivated. I want him to focus on his work, and he has been lately. He's doing really well.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just saying, have it all legal. You know what I'm saying? Like, make it a legal thing.
I feel you. Let me
just
see.
So you have your.
Oh,
show you how to do that quickly too. It takes like, oh, dude, do you see how it look? When I clicked on the wrong space on this mouse pad, and I should probably just stop using this mouse like this. I should probably use a regular mouse. The back if you hit something weird on an Apple, it says back, and then it pushes me back to the other page. And I've done that like over like 1,000 times.
Are you using an Apple mouse?
No, I'm using an Apple touchpad onto my laptop. You
Oh.
see how that happened? When I dragged that across there, the back option occurred. My cousin's asking. Yeah, I'm on. I'm not. This is like I'm broadcasting this live, Jacob, but like I'm just to have fun.
Sure. Yeah. This is just.
I don't want to go through the effort of having a show, and I need to get these items listed. So I thought I would give everybody the experience of doing it. But we can do some of yours too if you want. If you have any drafts.
I can show you a couple things that I hauled in today.
I'm gonna continue. I need to actually list. Am I screen sharing right now? Can you see?
Yeah. You're screen sharing. I actually need to package, so maybe we can.
Yeah. Well, I figure we could just chat back and forth. I don't know.
Okay, that works.
I'm gonna talk about what I'm doing just because I'm screen sharing, you know. And if anything sounds interesting, come in or whatever. My cousin's gonna join the party, but he might crash it though. You never tell. Let's see. Last night his hat was really amazing.
That was a gorgeous hat.
5 seconds with that hat, and it's like, what are you doing, man? 5 seconds? Okay, I gotta unscreen share for a second.
Yeah, I didn't. Typically, Monday morning it's like package mania, but because I knew the post office was closed from the night prior.
Oh my God, this morning I had so many fucking orders. It was crazy, man. I had got so many orders this weekend, and usually I'll do some on Sunday night, but I was like, I'm doing my show instead.
Yeah.
Instead of packing orders. But I mean, I gave myself the time. I didn't know it was Columbus Day today, but I set the morning aside to pack orders, and I know my rate of packing and stuff, so there's no stress. It was a whole day of work to pack all the orders for me, because I have to stop and goof off some and pretend like it's not a job,
No, absolutely.
That's what keeps me going.
Well, the thing is, that's what's great about doing this is you do it at your leisure. I mean, obviously, if you bust your workout, then you have time to goof off.
Yeah.
Like today, I slept in. I never sleep in on Mondays, but today I slept in. But then I had a guy on Craigslist who wanted to pick something up, so I actually delivered it, which is not like me, but
you actually delivered it, which is not like you. That's hilarious.
Well, he came over on Saturday and looked over at it's Z-Guard glass panels they're
yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're familiar?
Yes.
Oh, weird. Okay. So anyway, this is some stuff I got from doing a corporate clean out. So we picked it up for free, my neighbor and I. And that's a whole nother story about that. But
well, you can tell that story while I'm listing these products. No problem. I'll listen.
Okay.
I will listen to your story.
So like a year ago, my neighbor comes home with a truckload of these Space Arm computer mounts, and they're like $300 computer dual arm monitor mounts, and he comes home with 100 of them, and he's a scrapper, and so he starts disassembling them for the scrap aluminum, and I'm like, what are you doing? What do you got going on?
Hey man, what are you doing, dude?
I was like, before you proceed with that, let me see how much they're going for. And on Amazon, they're like 178, and on eBay,
how many did you get?
About 100.
Holy flying fart pickles, smackle tackles! I found a few of those things, and I sent some into Amazon, and they were worth a crap load of money. But somebody returned one of them after they kept parts of it, and it was one item that Amazon did not give me my money back on. They were like,
"That's robbery."
Yeah, it was total robbery. They usually do now, but dude, I have to make so many. There's so much fraud. I have to make so many claims. So I I mean, I did make money on the pair because I didn't pay much for them, but I would have made way more money selling them on eBay.
Dude, so let me just, I mean, for anyone that has
go back.
followed Portland Pickers.
I'm going to go back to continue because I want to hear this. And I can't do both at the same time. My brain is really, really small.
Shut up.
It is. It's like I was dropped on my head as a child multiple times. My brain stopped growing. Okay, keep going.
Yeah. So anyway, if you look back, you can see like there's been multiple orders, but in total we've sold through about 70.
Okay.
At the average selling price of like 110 to 120 a piece, and they were free.
Yeah.
Clean out. They were just gonna throw them away. Like this is what
I know. I have this weird thing about selling things that were free. I just don't feel right about it for some reason. I know it sounds crazy, and I know I'm not trying to derail your story there, but I don't know. I have this weird attitude about things that are free. I don't know where it comes from. Like,
well, I mean, if you put a value on your time, it takes time to acquire things that someone is just disposing of, and to clean it up, put in the effort to market it and ship it to someone who is going to make use out of it. Because I mean, what we're doing is we're repurposing things that would and be tossed. So it really didn't. It had a value of 0, and by finding it and bringing it to market, you're bringing that value. Otherwise, someone has to pay $300 for this thing.
Yep.
So I understand what you're saying, though.
I put this Buddha for $1,299.99. Are you looking at my screen share?
Yeah. No, your screen share is not up right now.
Fart biscuits.
But I am speechless about that Buddha.
Bro, yeah. Share. Oh, let's do the infinity wave of the worm. Infinity wave worm. That's my favorite part. The wave infinity worm. Multiple reflections of infinite existences. Okay.
But dude, from that corporate clean out, like the space arms were just, I mean, that was like,
it sounds like you cleaned somebody's butt for money.
It was a colonoscopy on a bunch of
it was a corporate colonoscopy.
Corporate clean out.
Yeah, we have raccoon services, we have clean out services.
But basically, this company was moving their headquarters up to Seattle, and my God, dude, just insane amounts of, money in just stuff was just.
Yeah, I mean, some of these startups, they just have millions of dollars of seed money that they just have to burn. It's actually, they actually call it like burn rate.
Well, this company it's a very well-known credit card company.
Dude, what would you charge for this Buddha? Check out. Come and help me out over here. Look at the age. Do you see like on the knees, like somebody rubbed the knees maybe in prayer or something? You see that? See how it's like? It doesn't look like there's a false patina on it. It looks like a real patina to me.
Yeah, I think that's definitely old just because any newer stuff, they do not take the time to do that high detail, work. And the patina,
and it looks authentic. Yeah, the patina is crazy. Look at that. Look at the top of it. See when you look down into this place that's never been cleaned? Look at that. Look how old that funk is.
So what's funny is some people might have the inclination to like clean that. They'd be like, I need to clean it. You're like, no.
Oh my God. Fuck no.
That's the evidence.
Yeah, dude. Well, it's the worst thing you could do too. Like, you know how long it took to get that way? And you can see like it looks like it was pried off of something. You see how there's like pry marks underneath it, where it's like maybe pried off of a piece of wood or something. You see that? Those heavy pry marks.
It could have been like the crown on top of another bronze statue.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. It's not. It's not a crown. It was. Do you see what I'm saying? You see these pry marks, how they go through the patina, and you can see the underlying the base metal.
No, it definitely has an inset rim. So I definitely I
No,
I
I'm specifically speaking about these. Do you see where my mouse is? These cut lines in it.
Mm-hmm.
You see it? Are you looking?
I see it.
No. Okay. It's peculiar. It's peculiar. And this gilding is, I've never seen one with a gilded. It appears to be the like Cambodian or, dude. I honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this was from like Angkor Wat or something. I'm really serious. I've been to Angkor Wat. The faces look very, very similar, and the statues look very, very similar. Really, really similar.
I mean, I would check comps on like what is
this thing could be worth a lot of money. Like
yeah, because
a lot.
You were saying
or it could be worth
$1,500.
What's up?
You were saying you would approximate, or you might start at around 1,300.
I'm gonna put it in an auction, and I'm gonna start it at $1,300, and I'm just gonna see what happens. I just don't even like. I don't even know what to do because it has. I took some really good. Well, I didn't take these. The Lister took some really good images of these.
Yes, they did. They took the right photos too. That can be hard sometimes.
Yeah, she does take the right photos. This one is like really awesome to me. This first one. So, what do you think? Let's roll the dice. I mean, I have very, 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 very little into this piece, but I really do love it. So,
my
for less than that, I kind of.
Well, I've done comps on like different bronze statues and stuff, but more contemporary stuff is what I've kind of done research on. For something like that, I mean, I would say, like, I would personally ballpark that between like 7 and 8.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's why I'm gonna start it at $1,299.
No, exactly. Then you mark it up double and see where it falls. Because seriously, like, the thing is,
I don't even know. Like, when something is like so unknown to me, sometimes I throw it up on auction and it'll just go to the fucking moon sometimes. I've had some pretty insane sales on eBay over the years, dude. Insane. I can tell you about a couple of things that like just blow your fucking mind.
blow it.
I don't want to.
No, I don't want. No.
You didn't want to. So on this corporate buyout, on this corporate cleanout, you didn't even spend any money, right?
No, it was just time and sweat equity because we had to clean. You know, we physically removed this stuff and help clean up the space. So my neighbor knew. He personally he had familial relation to the guy who was the groundskeeper.
Familial relations? You mean he was kin? Is that what you were saying? He was
kin to him. He was
his kin.
Yeah.
They was each other's kins.
Yeah, in some effect.
In some effect.
Yeah. Dude. Some of the unfortunate things that we missed out on. Infinity, Jake.
I did that. Yeah, I did it on purpose. I wanted to figure out. I had to go back in time for a second. Sorry. Krillin, what's up, man? You want to see some badass shit? I got some badass shit to show everybody tonight. I like badass shit. You ever seen a sterling silver dragon that weighs like a pound or a kilo? I don't even know. I haven't even weighed this thing. I'm just like trying to make awesome pictures. What do you think about this thing, Skrillin? Also, Jake, what do you think about this? Look at this.
That's phenomenal.
Do you see the back?
You have a great eye for some of those antiques. Because that's something that, like, if you showed it to me, it'd be like, yeah, that's really valuable. But I might even end up overlooking that.
A metal object that looks like, I don't know anything about Bruno Magli shoes. I only just recently got into shoes a minute ago. I have some sick ass shoes, but I just got lucky. Seriously, like I started reading about shoes, and then I walked into a pile of some of like the rarest shoes ever to find. You know, I'm Cajun. I'm lucky. I do good things, and good things come to me. That's what I think. I don't know. Fuck. So speaking of good things, think about if you read Nicole State did a post about this dress. It's just a horrible like 80s dress, but I guess those are like in style now. I'm sorry, Nicole State. It's not. When I say horrible, I mean fashionable. But I mean, it would be horrible if I wore it. So I said something like, I would wear that, and she was like, would you wear it I'll save it for the Christmas party. And I was gonna put something out there like, if we can raise $25,000 for charity, like we pick a humanistic charity, we can raise 25 grand. I'll wear that dress to the Christmas party.
I see you chose a number so far out of reach that won't happen.
Well, you already fucking kiboshed it. You didn't even like. What are you talking about? You don't think we can raise? You don't think like 25,000 people, 25,000 people on Instagram can't raise $25,000? 100,000 people on it. I mean, it would be really easy.
Well, you have to remember they have to want to see you in a dress. That's like 8 people, and I'm counting myself twice.
No, but like, shut up. Could happen. Oh, if I had a larger viewership, maybe it would happen. Okay, how much? Because I don't want to wear it though. You like totally called me out, man. I was trying to like justify to myself.
I know you were.
God damn it. Found me out. So on the corporate cleanout, you just blah, 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 blah.
For like a couple weeks, we just drove up.
A couple of weeks? Oh my god, that's so much time.
Well, not straight. It was like 3 days.
Oh, you went and got some stuff, and then went and got some more stuff, and then got some more stuff.
Yeah. It was kind of spread out because there was other things happening. Other people.
Yeah, I went to the Nordstrom buyout when they did the sale at Nordstrom, and I just made friends with a dude who was doing a sale. Like he's been doing buyouts forever. We just started yakking about shit, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, just like start grabbing shit you want, and then come over here, and we'll figure it out." And I just made a huge pile. I made a huge pile, and he was like, "Give me like $100 for that stuff." And I was like, "Can I give you 50?" He's like, "Give me 60." It was like $1,000 worth of stuff, dude. Like mannequins and all kinds of crazy shit. It was interesting. That dude was awesome. He was wearing actually. Tonight, what I was gonna do is go through my shirt inventory. Like he was wearing this awesome like Sierra Club kind of shirt, like National Forest Service kind of shirt. And the guy, like, he wanted to tell the story about that shirt pretty bad. Oh my gosh, he do. So we have that fucker. I don't know what to do with this thing. Just as I said on Instagram, I do not know what to do with this thing. So I'm not gonna sell it right now. I'm just gonna save and continue later. Rome wasn't built in a day. Okay. I don't know what that. I don't understand. I don't understand onomatopoeia.
But every day we moved like some refrigerators. We moved cabinets.
Were there any cabbages?
Like locking filing cabinets. All kinds of stuff, and we took it to like Portland City Liquidators because my neighbor has a relationship.
Oh yeah, City Liquidators. City Liquidators used to be pretty awesome, but I don't know. They're really high prices. Maybe it's hard for them to get the stuff that they used to get. I don't know. It used to be cheap as poop. It used to be cheap as alpaca poop. Can you tell your girlfriend to come look at these boots and be astonished?
She can hear you.
Oh.
Would you wear? Aren't those sick boots?
Yeah.
They're huge though. They're ladies 11.
Damn. That's
How
my
big is it?
foot.
What's the size of your foot?
Mine are very tiny. 6.
0.5? 6?
0.5.
Cool. Well, I'm sorry these don't fit you, but you would look glamorous in them. Fabulous.
I could probably fit both my feet in there.
I think so. Because like a ladies 11 is like a men's, or ladies 11 and a half is, I think that's a men's 10. These are so glam.
Like a drag queen
These are like,
would fit those.
Hey, throw sissy in the title.
shut up, asshole.
Throw sissy that walk.
Don't call me a sissy.
Damn it.
These boots are fabulous. Oh my god, I really would. This is powerful country. Have you heard of Naco Bear or Medicine for the People?
Naco Bear, no. Medicine for the People, yes.
Cool. Do you see my drafter listed these at $84.99? She's the one who prices. She generally takes less photos, takes forever, but she does seem to like to price things. But she takes forever. But she put these at $84.99. What do you think about that as a price for these gold boots? They're in such amazing condition.
All right, so who made it? Oh,
They're made in West. They're designer boots from West Germany. They appear to be custom made.
I might go north of 100.
I'm gonna go $169.99.
Yeah, I mean, someone will look at those, and they might have snagged them like immediately at 85, but they'll look at like 169 and throw 150 at you or something.
Maybe. I mean, these are sick. Woo! And the eBay app, look at this. Like, it just does this to me all the time where it like freezes and I can't edit any images and I can't do shit. Look at that. It's fucking annoying. So then you went through, oh,
the joy.
Waste my time. You're wasting my time here. I feel like there should be a burrito inside of these. Look how shiny they are.
Yeah, those are nice.
You're nice.
Payment policy, pay me.
Guy really knows about boots and shit. What do he says 85 is low. What would you price him at, guy? Come into the chat, man. I sent you the email link. I'm not even gonna say it. All right. We got some software next. This is Microsoft Office for Mac. If you notice, I have a.
What year is that? Oh, 2011, yeah.
What would you sell that for? It'd be like $39.99 on these, and I get it like all day.
Yeah.
And I mean, the margin's really good. The person's happy. They could be worth more than that. But stock.
Just show you.
I already listed this. Nike Hoop Summit. Check out this T-shirt. Oh, so I listed 2 items from that Nike haul.
Yeah.
2 items, like 2 of what I consider the most generic items. One was like an old University of Oregon like spring training shirt or something for like baseball.
700 watch or something.
Dude, no, I put up the collared shirt and it's used for 50 and it sold in like 5 minutes. And I put up the zipper thingy and it sold for $70. It's like just a silver and blue zip up hoodie from the 80s and it sold in like, I don't know, an hour and a half for like $70 today. I mean, and those are the first initial pieces, so it's gonna be interesting. I'm just like slowly trickling these pieces out. Did you see this T-shirt?
I dig that. What year is that? Does it say?
It's the Nike T, so it's a little bit earlier, but a little bit later. See how it has the Nike Better World on it?
Wow, that's dope.
It is dope. It didn't come from the vintage Nike sale. It came from a separate sale up in the hills. of Nike. Like they had a garage sale and I went to it, but I went to the garage sale by accident.
Hey,
So I went to a garage sale by
you went to
accident.
a garage sale?
I went to a garage sale by fucking accident. This is what happened. I roll
That's
up
the
to this.
only way you go.
I'm gonna poke you in the eye. Listen to this story, goddammit. You see this? Oh, you can't see me right now because I'm screen sharing. I have a scalpel from the Civil War in my hand. That's pretty cool. I'll let you see that in a second if you're lucky. It might be for circumcision, in which case we'll come after you.
You don't know what's going on with my downstairs mix-up. You've seen my downstairs.
That sounds like some kind of. I don't want to see your Cheerios, bruh. So what was I saying? So I'm going to this estate sale, the one that I got the Florsheim shoes. Did you see the Florsheim shoes, which I'm very proud of?
I've seen them like 30 times. You're so proud of those.
Damn it.
Dear God.
I can't sell them either. So I was going to that sale. I've only posted information about them twice, so shut the fuck up. Or 15 times. So where are we going? Oh yeah, so I stop at this garage sale that's across the street, kind of like around the corner. The GPS kind of stopped working, and I stopped, and there was a garage sale there. I got a pair of Tiffany sunglasses, 2 pairs of Gucci sunglasses, all that vineyard. I think I did a live haul. Maybe you came in for that, but that shit was crazy. Like Prada purses, a Kate Spade purse, a Longchamps purse. There wasn't any parfums, but like just super high-end stuff. And totally by accident. I don't know why I just said that at all. I don't know how it's relevant whatsoever. So I'm just going to shut up. Keep listing off the pants. I totally lost my complete and total train of thought. So these are Ralph Lauren.
About where you found the Nike shirt, and that pertained.
Oh yeah, so I found the Nike shirt at that insane garage sale. I've already in a week I made like $250 or $300. And I still have like $1,000 at least left of like really good quality stuff that sells well during the holidays. So
we're
I sold the first pair of Gucci's. What's up? I missed that.
We're sorry to hear about your struggles.
Shut up. You make more money than me anyway. Anyway, so these are polo jeans. These are Ralph Lauren jeans. They're in really these. Don't show the condition very well, but they have that awesome box logo and then the little American flag tag on them. I'm just going to continue talking about this haul, and you can shut me up or whatever, or say something. Or I don't know what you're doing over there because I'm screen sharing and I'm actually looking at my screen, so I cannot see you, though I miss your little muffin top.
I'm slowly packaging up stuff.
Cool, perfect. So I got these Ralph Lauren jeans. If you find Ralph Lauren jeans with this logo on them, what up with the Led Zeppelin shirt? What do you want? What do you want? I showed you the draft. Or what do you want to do with it? What do you want? You want to buy it, Krillin? Krillin's up on this Led Zepp shirt. Did you see I sent you over? It's live. I listed it for $199.99. I have no idea what to sell it for, and I don't want to. I don't know. It's cool. I never find that shit. These jeans are awesome. They're really ugly, and so they should fit the fashion. These young millennial goofballs like Jacob. Yeah.
What size are those?
I'm just here laughing. No laughing. They're actually probably your size, like a 30.
Yeah, that's all right.
Probably about a 30, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are sweet. I'm asking $59.99 for them. I can't really find any comps on them. I found some jean comps, but I haven't found any of the shorts like that. This is a pair of men's Nike sportwear. They're sweatpants, but they're shorts. So like they're boxing shorts, and these are from the same sale. There were some samples and some kind of prototypey stuff.
Oh, this is pretty sweet.
They're super sweet. And then she puts the measurements in. You can see. I really don't like how she does that and that though. I keep asking her not to do that, but she keeps doing it.
Oh, what's that?
She puts a space between everything, like an extra space, and it just annoys me because then I have to go back and take the space out. So I mean, I could sell these really fast for $29.99, but I think I can get a few bucks more because I have free shipping, and that they're really unique and they have the big swoosh.
Yes.
Like things like big swoosh and booty party time. Whenever I put something cool Tommy, I put Tommy for your mommy Hilfiger. Because that guy Paul Cantu, I love that guy. He's the shit. I love Paul Cantu. I don't watch as much of his videos, but like I love that dude's style. That dude has definitely defined a lot of what goes into my shop because I just like what he does. Bean, I might have showed you this before. These are made in the U.S. Come back from the drafter. These are what the pictures look like. It's exceptionally clean. It's got the awesome LL Bean hang tag still on it with that the crazy embroidery. It's really hard to find LL Bean stuff in this condition made in the United States. You don't really find it on the West Coast that much. LL Bean is based on the East Coast, I believe, like Maine or something. I'm asking $100 for this coat, and actually, I think somebody will buy it at that price. It's a really awesome colorway, and it has pretty killer style. It went to the watch list. Krillin went to the watch list on the Led Zeppelin shirt and was there. I'll send you the link again in a second. We'll see. I might have taken it down. I don't think I took it down though. But here's a Lakers shirt. The reason I bought this at that sale is I don't know who the hell Russell is. I don't know. I know more about ambergris, which is the waxy fetid substance ejected from the vomitous throats of sperm whales that I know about sports, which probably
I think that's appropriate.
What do you mean by appropriate?
I mean it's sensible and probably better for your well-being.
Yeah, I don't understand teams or sports or any of that other shit.
Yeah, I enjoy playing sports and like going. If you go to a game, it's a good experience. But I mean, I'm sure everyone's just like, "What the hell is wrong with these guys?" But I just don't care.
I bought a 4-pack of underpants, and it was in one of the Goodwill bags, and I forgot to take it out, and the lister made a listing for it.
Were those underwear meant for you?
Oh, we've only just begun. I stole this out of that house sale that you went to late because you're lazy.
House sale, which the Gary one?
No, the clean sweep. This came out of the clean sweep sale. I got an LL Bean and a Eddie Bauer. Look at dude. I wish somebody could reach out and touch this thing because it's so Indiana Jones. Look at this thing. Let's enlarge the pictures. Isn't that badass? This is all like really rugged leather, and this is like woven canvas. And then it's got these straps on it.
It reeks quality.
It's old Eddie Bauer. You see the patina on the bottom of the leather? It has a really, really awesome patina. And look at the strap on this thing. You see that like Aztec strap? Isn't that sick?
Oh, what?
Dude.
That's limited.
Yeah, dude. It's so sick. It's so sick. Bronze buckles, awesome double stitching. Bauer wasn't full of horse honkies. I like how she didn't take the stuff out of there. Like there's like some cat hair and like a condom wrapper. I don't go to a lot of concerts. Do you see the markings on the inside there? This little rat and this little flag. That's kind of cool. So maybe drew that or something. I don't know. Pretty cool. I don't go to a lot of concerts. I did go to see Coldplay the other day because my wife bought tickets, but I'm a little bit too cheap in that way. I don't like to spend like $150 to go to a concert. I also like to be with my daughter in the evenings, and like even though my wife and I go to date night and stuff, I really like to. I'm a homebody. I'm an adventurer. Like I've traveled around the world, and I go to a lot of. I go out in the forest a lot. I'd love to take Jacob out mushroom hunting with me. And show him some. What did I say? So, but when I'm home, I want to be home. Ministry, yeah, dude, I remember Ministry. I love Ministry. What I really like is I want to put that down tempo back in the background. Hold on a second. I'm gonna put a little bit of back here. I saw. Oh God, I have to listen to this. I hate commercials. That's why I'm not putting any commercials on this channel. Blows up when we make the best shows ever. We're just gonna be like eBay, like advertise with us. And I don't want to listen to Kala Kanai commercials. Do you get those? Hi, I'm Kala Kanai. And I'm like, I don't give a shit who you are. Just wasting my time. Ooh, that's a little bit too intense for me. I don't want ambient. I want down tempo.
Trying to get my buddy to hop in.
Cool. I'm gonna put on some little down tempo. Some down tempo.
Shared some words with Art of Progression.
Art of Progression?
Yeah, Art of Progression.
What kind of word? What did I say to Art of Progression?
Instagram words. Anyway,
like rude words, because I'm pretty.
No. Like just chatting, just like, hey, you're fine.
That's weird.
What up?
Hello.
It's my Lamborghini. This is a boxed Lamborghini Countach. It's the LP 500S series, which I would love to own myself. I hear Countaches are kind of like the most reliable vehicles ever made. These are like the worst cars ever. They just like explode. Lamborghinis suck. People just own Lamborghinis because they're expensive, but apparently they just like light on fire and shit. Got friends with Lamborghinis. I drove Kenny Rogers' Ferrari.
When did that occur? And how?
So I live in it. I even though my parents were like poor Cajuns and my dad was like an appliance repair guy, he decided to move us like across Lake Pontchartrain into like the suburbs, and I went to like a private school that had a lot of like really, really wealthy people. Like you got the oil industry down there and stuff, and they sent me to like a good school so I would get an education. I was like the chosen one. My other siblings went to the public school because they couldn't afford private school for everybody. So I went to private school. I was the privileged one. And they were all like rich. And this dude's dad, who was a contractor, he bought Kenny Rogers' Ferrari in an auction. It was like a kind of a blue color, like a greenish blue color. And I've never totally fact-checked that story, but his dad was like, "Yeah, you want to drive Kenny Rogers' Ferrari?" Because he had been drinking and he liked me for some reason, so he actually let me drive it.
Dude.
For like 3 blocks. Here. But I consider I drove a Ferrari. Only based on being cool. He's gonna go see. I'm not a huge fan of Primus. Krillin says he's gonna go see Primus in a couple of weeks. Not really a huge fan of Primus, even though I'm kind of silly there, a little bit too silly for me. If anything you see in here sparks your interest, I'm just going through some drafts.
Oh, why didn't you list that guy on Amazon?
Because people send me broken ones back all the time, every fucking day. So I stopped sending this stuff in, dude. This has such a high fraud rate. It's crazy. It's just even hard to deal with. Like, people might think I'm wrong, but dude, I went like pretty hardcore into Amazon to see exactly what I don't believe any sort of hype. I just start pumping and seeing what happens, you know?
Yeah.
And I have the capital to like have experiments because I've been doing this for a long time and I have like capital behind me, you know? that I've saved. I don't. I'm pretty. I'm not like one of those cheap assholes because I don't like cheap assholes. But you know, I don't spend a lot of money on myself. I spend money on other people generally. I'm not a materialist. I because I can invest all of my money back into my business. You know, it makes it so much more robust. Do you check these shorts out, Jacob? There was a skating team. This is like from Team Skull. These are like official, dude. These are like official. This belonged to like an old school, probably semi-pro skater, man, on this team. Like this is old school California shit. Look at these. These are authentic as fuck.
Where did you find those?
Nike sale. The dude's son was like on the skateboarding team in California before they moved up here.
Myself, because I did not see that sale.
It appeared that like 2 days before, and he didn't even post it on his website. But these shorts are fire as fire comes.
Wow.
If you don't see it, like learn because these are sick. Seriously, dude. Team Skull, are you serious? Are you serious? These are part of skating history.
And were those just like normal clothing price? Just like not specially priced. They were in a pile of like. So I made a huge mistake. I had some skateboards and they were Powell Peraltas, and there was a Steve Caballero from like 1986 in there. They were roached hard, dude. They were roached hard and ridden really, really hard, like pro style, you know. But he kept the boards for some reason, and they were awesome. Some of the, you know, really rare, expensive boards. I put them down and to look at something else, and some other guy grabbed them, you know. Oh. Dude, as soon as you touch something, you cannot set it down until you have like conclusively
decided whether you're going to sign on it. They were so roached, and then I saw these shorts and a pile of other stuff, so I started going through that pile of stuff. I'd much rather have these shorts than those boards, probably, because the boards were like hard, you know.
I mean, shoot, you could probably check eBay right now and see what that guy put them up for.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have to find them and do that, and I don't really care.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, Krillin says the Caballeros will still sell. I know that. I didn't put them down because I didn't want them. I put them down because I got distracted by something else.
Delicately used.
Thanks, Krillin. Krillin likes to grill me in here. Krillin's always like, yeah, you put those down. It's all your fault.
Someone's got to hold you to the flames.
This is the type of stuff I sell. Like, I'd love to hear people's opinion on.
What?
I'm mostly doing it to hear people's opinion on what I sell. I love Logitech, these stupid trackball mouses. Like, I pick them up for $1 or $2. It's all for $29.99 all day. Even incomplete. Sometimes people love a certain mouse that just never got reproduced, and they'll just like, they'll give you that money.
Yeah.
So there was one estate sale that had the entire basement level was vintage computing stuff.
Probably went to that.
And
I went there.
yeah, I know you did. No, you wouldn't have been there the last day. But
I'll show. I got some shit that's rare as fuck, dude.
You missed these mouses that I snagged. You know, there was
so much stuff in there, dude. I dug through about 40 boxes.
Yeah.
I bought 7 full boxes, like 7 like IKEA totes full of stuff. And I have a guy who I'm like connected with. He bought some Sound Blaster stuff from me a few years ago. And I made a deal with him, a bunch of original Apple boards from the Apple IIs and the IIs. There were some Lisa parts. There were some Newton parts. There were some clicky keyboards. Like, I sold one of the keyboards for $499. Yeah, dude, it had blue Alps. So I will totally school you on keyboards. I'm an expert. I consider myself an expert on old school mechanical keyboards. Is this the free crack giveaway live stream? I don't know who Introspective is.
Oh, that's my buddy Jake.
Hi, Jake.
His name's Jake as well.
The only people who say funny things in this channel are me. This is not. You can't say funny things. I'm sorry.
Are you familiar with Tyrone Biggums? Dave Chappelle.
I don't know who is Tyrone. Is that a character on?
I smoke cracks.
I smoke rocks, Joe Rogan. Oh, doesn't he refer to Joe Rogan? I love Joe. Joe Rogan, and I.
In the same way.
Not my wife.
Oh, wait, less or more?
Not in the same way I love my wife. I think I like the message he puts out. He gets a little bit creepy on the. I don't know. I don't agree with everything he says, but that's good. Like, I don't want to listen to somebody who I agree with everything that they say.
Sure.
So, really, I'm not into like pop media trivia shit. You know, I'm just really lame.
Oh yeah, that makes you a worse person, actually.
I hang out in my basement. I complete drafts.
Is there a way you can throw a link so Jake can jump in?
You're Jake.
The other one.
No.
You should.
Oh my god. Let me stop screen sharing and then I'll send him an email real quick. Are you looking at me now?
Yes. Unfortunately. Ah! Lovely hat.
You know I make your life better. Oh, now you can see my hat. I'm the hat, 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 I'm the hat. I need your email address, Jake number 2. Ooh, dude, look what I found in a pile of garbage in my basement today.
Money?
In a pile of garbage.
More money?
Look.
It's liquid gold.
See that?
Yeah, that's
You see what it says?
Chanel.
It says money on it.
It says Chanel number 5 Eau de Cologne. It smells like an old lady's butt.
Were you serious the other night? You said you've sold like $25,000 worth of cologne perfume over the last 5 years.
Absolutely. That was like a low number too, man.
That's nuts.
A low number. Dude, I mean, I don't have those bottles. She's listing those bottles for me, but I don't know if, because you saw the haul, dude. There's a bottle of Gucci that's like sells for $280 in that lot. And there's none available right now. You can't even get a sealed bottle of it. There is no sealed bottle available, and the last one went for like $1 or something.
You know, even the 2 perfumes that I picked up, all the ones that were listed were like new but with an open box, and those are factory sealed.
Yeah, I've got them all factory sealed like a mofo, dude.
Oh, crazy!
So it just changes the whole dynamicalness of it.
It absolutely.
These are already. Dude, check these shoes out. See these?
Oh, it's just on your face right now. You're like, check these shoes out, bruh. It's my face.
Shut the fuck up. They're Porsche designed shoes, but eBay has some glitches, man, and you can list stuff twice. The only way you can get a defect on eBay is if you double up a listing or you misship something. But sometimes they double list your shit, dude, and they will not admit to that.
It
does happen.
It actually happened to me a week ago.
Yeah, so what I do is I tell the person I have something similar, I'm gonna mail it to them, and I give them my money back. So I actually mail them like a gift, and I refund the order.
Dude, you're on
If
it.
you don't mail something, to them, it could be a defect. You gotta order because you're out of stock. That's a defect, dude.
I usually have a conversation with them, and then
Yeah.
I close it as the buyer requested to cancel.
Oh, got it. Yeah, I do. I've done that too. I don't want to do that too many times. I mean, I don't have a lot of that happening because my inventory is very organized.
Yeah,
I have a sexy butt.
it's slim. It's slim that I ever have to go that route, but
My
I
butt.
usually have a discussion with them first to make sure they're
Oh, God.
understanding.
There. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to screen sharing. Go back to screen sharing. Your entire screen, infinity and beyond.
What did you do before you did live videos? Were you?
Same thing, just talking to himself.
Ouch.
Do live videos because I can't do this shit by myself anymore. It's too fucking boring. It's like I have an amazing hobby. I do my hobby for a living. How lucky can you possibly be?
True.
I guess
Man.
probably born into wealth and not having to do any labor at all.
No, but I don't think that's lucky because like then you get all like this privileged mindset and you act like a fuckball.
Well, what's interesting is there's kind of, like through what we.
See this doctor bag?
Oh, dude, that's nice.
What's up?
That's super beat up, but
Look how old it is. Yeah, but look how it's old.
but it still has some like redeeming qualities.
Yeah, it's cute. The redeeming quality is that it costs $2 at a garage sale. No, it really
You
is.
really do have some
really
primo shit, by the way. I mean, you already knew that, and your egos just doesn't even need that. But
My ego?
yeah,
My ego needs everything. That's why it's my ego. Because if it didn't, it wouldn't be.
they got to.
Oh, you got a vintage 80s. I'm gonna check out Krillin's board here live on the eBizzle. I like Krillin. Krillin's the shit. I don't even know Krillin, but he's always supporting people on YouTube and
Dude.
hanging out. Let's see. I don't know what your store is, Krillin, but if I look up 19 video, how much is it so I can kind of tell or something? Ugh. Now vintage perfume's gonna go up all over Portland in like a month.
Are you ever worried about that? I mean, that is something that I kind
Dude,
of.
I've been around for so long, and everybody's been talking about shit forever. People went through the storage thing; they all fell out of it. So many people I've tried to teach do this in a way that was so easy and based on what they want, but people are too lazy. They're not. The average person has no drive to succeed. They just like to kind of gather acorns and you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to I'm trying to grow a grove of acorn trees. I'm not just trying to gather acorns.
Dude, I see it all the time. I mean, I've showed pretty much everyone that I know that's close to me how to sell stuff on eBay, and
It still comes to it.
offered to give them support along the way.
Yeah,
help
dude.
Course and get started. And little Jake, he's the only one that's still sticking with it, and he's starting to do pretty well. He's going to be up doing our numbers in less time than it took us to get there.
Yeah.
like
when
you
you
didn't start doing your numbers overnight. Like it took time for you to develop that eye and stuff. And little Jake, he's like a sponge.
little Jake,
Little Yake. Yeah, dude, he's
little Yake.
little Yake. He's me, but smaller,
Oh, okay.
but twice.
So look at
wise.
this. It looks like there's a problem with this listing. A return policy must be. Where the hell's the return? It says business policies, payment policy, and shipping policy. But where's the return policy? It just doesn't even exist. Look,
Check your category.
it should be here in policies.
Go to what,
Category.
yeah. Go to your selected category.
There, dude, it's in business policies for returns.
Why don't you have
It's just
best?
not here. Look.
You don't have best offer selected.
Offer best offer on that item anyway, but it's still I have to set a return policy. Lozo, we're gonna save and continue later. I get all kinds of weird.
Dude, I've had issues where I've selected a category and then it's like invalid category, and I'm like, eBay, this is
Oh yeah, there's so many glitches.
like
I don't want to type
let
too
me
many.
select this. You did this to me.
I did what to you? Oh, there's Krillin. Krillin's a villain. How long have you had that thing, dude? That's April 16th, 2016. Yeah, I found a few like that, but in the like pretty good condition.
Mid-80s vision.
Oh, dude, I
There's
found,
hear Krillin's voice. That's a badass board, though, dude. I'm not gonna listen to the whole thing right now, but I'll take a look a little bit later.
check out this guy. It's Sidewalk.
Krillin looks like he's learning now. What's up?
Check out this Sidewalk surfboard.
I'm like screen sharing right now. Hold on. All right,
Ooh. Robot.
please, so I don't have to. Am I screen sharing right now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, what am I looking at? Ah, you see, I can't look at it because I have to unscreen share to see you. It's annoying. It goes to infinity.
All right. Well, everyone in the chat can see it on the video.
Thanks.
This thing's pretty cool. I think I get
I want to. This is my show. God damn it! Check out these boots.
pretty cool. It's got
These
metal
are Red
wheels.
Wings.
The trucks. The trucks on this are riveted.
It's got metal wheels. Metal wheels isn't good though. It's not in that era. You know. You want
No,
things
I
like
mean,
this.
someone will still pay 75 to 80 bucks for this guy right here. It's got a little bit of had some moisture damage on the underside here, but other than that, like it's really well
See how
kept.
sick these boots are.
Oh,
Can't see it.
he said he
What's
bought
up?
it for $1 and sold it for $100. That's pretty good.
Damn. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, who the hell wants an old skateboard unless somebody's crazy on skateboards? Check out these Red Wings boots. Look out for these, bro. These go for ridic money. These are made in the United States, leather. They got the bronze. They have bronze tunnel eyes and hookups. Look at the detail on these hookups. It's like so the patina is pretty awesome. Like movie prop status.
Well, I can't buy them because you're going on the first day and getting them.
Well, I mean that's the point to stop you from making money.
bread and
That's
butter.
why I live my life in $69.99 for these. Do you think I'm crazy? I'm trying to get
Erica bought out like 300 comic books, and there was like a handful of $20 to $50 comics, but most of them,
Mhm.
you know, if it has a barcode, it's not worth much, unless it was like
Okay.
something very special about it being limited. But
Just-
Yeah, there's so many comics out there. You know, you got to really know about comics and comic condition because like a crumpled edge can like on a specific comic book can just make it like worth like 10 times less.
yeah, I think
It's a real collect.
you know how to do your research. So whatever comps you're finding, that's going to be And that's the thing is comics are super easy to find comps on because there's so many collectors. And
T-Boy, let me show you something sick as fuck. Look at this. This is an exclusive University of Oregon issue training, like spring training. This is the University of Oregon's old logo from like the 80s. See that shit?
that's pretty sick.
Dude, look.
Got the tag on it?
Yes!
I'm nauseous.
Yeah!
I'm a
Dude! What? What? I think this might be from the. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's from the 90s. Like right when they right before they switched the logo to the new logo. But this shit is sick. I popped one. I got two. I got a used one and a new one.
Wow.
I popped the new one today on eBay for $49.99 and it's sold in just minutes. So I don't even like.
You got to start that at like 250.
I'm gonna put. Yeah, I think so, man. I think you're right. I really do. I think that's like.
And watch, like you'll probably get offers at like 175 and 200 like pretty quickly.
I think that this thing is like
And
one.
literally just look at your I don't know if you have a wristwatch, but just look at it. Just look at it 5 times, and then it'll sell. And
Look at what 5 times?
5 times.
I go massage my inventory, and that's how I get it to sell.
That
It's
should
like, you know, when
seriously happen to me.
the sacred cow thing. You gotta be in touch with your inventory. You know, you go milk your sacred cow, and you know, get your shit. You know what I'm saying? Get that nectar.
Bro.
This dude who was like very esoteric. He like started. There's a
Oh,
company.
Krillin's dogging your shit. He's saying that's a newer tag. That's trash.
No, man, that's not new. This dude died like 10 years ago. So it's at least 10 years old, man.
He's saying it's a repo.
Sorry, Bob. It's not. It's definitely not, because the other one sold in like 5 minutes for like $50.
Wait,
So I'm pretty sure it's not.
Can you go back to
A house of a guy. It came out of a house of a guy who worked for Nike from 1976 to 1992. Or 1990. Yeah, either 92 or 98. But like, he's been dead for like 10 years. I talked to the guy who did like the whole Succession and everything. But really interesting house. Check out. I do a lot of Hawaiian shirts. This is. I would argue with Krillin that that is an original piece, but whatevs. I know if somebody's pissed off, they can like have it. I know it's real because I know where it came from. You know.
I mean, you can look at if you look at the actual fabric tag on the shirt, like what materials they used, where it was manufactured, all of that will tell you.
Yeah, it can tell you a lot, but I've found, dude, I found stuff in both Thailand from like the late 80s, and I've never seen anything like that before. And I have some of those pieces. I have stuff that's like made in Taiwan really early, made in Thailand really, really early. Like, it looks like they kind of shopped around a little bit in the beginning.
Right.
So don't, I mean, you have to really be an expert on this stuff, Colin. It could be some old school Nike stuff is worth like a small fortune. You know, it really is. And some of it's so impossible to get because they were a really small company for a really long time, and now they're $100 billion clothing company right now. So, yeah, I did a whole haul on the Nike stuff. I don't know if you saw the haul, but I have a Just Do It mug, and the mug is so awesome because the mug actually, it's a factory second mug, but the paint is over the chip. So it's like a sample mug that they just sent over. Like, this dude might have done some product design or something like that, or You know, I don't know what he did. They wouldn't really. I was trying to figure out who he was so I could kind of put a face to it, but they didn't want to reveal that. But I could probably dig it out of the guy who's having an estate sale. But
Oh,
it's like,
you know the address, then you can do a.
it's very, yeah, no, that's true. It was under this was obviously a dude, but the house wasn't registered to the name of a dude. It was a woman.
Oh, okay.
I told you about that already. I look up like housing records before I go to estate sales.
Like every time, or
Every time, if I see stuff of a certain age, or like I want to know kind of what's going on, yeah, I'll definitely do that. I would say 40% of the time, maybe. I've gotten more into like kind of interesting techniques, but yeah. So this is like screen printed with Just Do It. Oh yeah, I'm screen sharing right now. It's got a chip on the mug, but the paint is over the chip, so that tells you that it was like a prototype, right? Because they wouldn't release a mug that had a chip in it sell. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Do you find that to be a logical conjecture?
So you're saying this was an unused product that was damaged?
No, I'm saying the mug company that they hired made mugs, okay?
Yes.
So let's say they were going to make you a sample mug to just see the design on the mug. What they would do is take the seconds, the ones that were chipped and messed up, and make you so that you could see it in your hand. Does that make sense?
Sure.
So they wouldn't release that for sale.
Right.
To the public. So it's very special because it's a factory, it's a prototype. And prototypes bring like big fundage. Did you mention me in your story?
Well, people got to know that we're live.
I don't give a shit.
You say that, but I mean, it doesn't, there's people who would like to see what's happening.
This? Yeah. It's mostly because I'm cool. It's not because of you.
Oh.
It's not because of you.
Oh, of course not. Yeah, it's all about you. It's all about the mighty mushroom, man.
Have you guys seen my mushrooms, man?
Dude, he's crazy.
You see this Daytona jacket? This clean Daytona jacket? Clean?
Dude.
Is that the sickness or the sickness?
Ask him if he went to that.
I dig
What
it.
up?
I would grab that.
If he went to that.
Are you serious, dude? That is a rockin' vintage piece. Look at
Did you go to that? I'm pretty sure you did. Did you go to that like $4 million house in the West Hills that had Picasso?
the Chihuly?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I tried to buy that Chihuly.
And declined?
They were like, well, what do you want to pay for it? And I was like, yeah, I looked at some comps. It was this. And the guy standing beside me, he's like, I'll give you double of that price right now. And then the lady was like, yeah, we'll sell it to you for that price.
What a dick.
And I didn't offer a tiny bit either.
How much lower was it than they were asking?
I was gonna buy it at market, what I considered like kind of like market price. You can't get these things. I mean, you can't even buy them if you want them. I was gonna put it in cold storage.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna put out the number, but I can say that he paid more for it than you would pay for a work van. It was a lot of money. It was the whole installation. I mean, it was the whole set, right? It was a composition. It was what do you call those compositions? It was an installation. So it was really, really awesome.
Holy cow.
When you walked in, yeah, it was already gone, most likely. Did you come on the first day?
No.
I was just asking. I didn't pick up very much for that sale. There was an amazing coffee machine. It was like $1,000 coffee machine in there. But they wanted like $200 for it or something. and I really couldn't test it. So I mean, the art was cool, and I did get a couple of cool. They had an awesome purse, but like a
I have a purse out
$20,000.
of there too. I need to sell that damn purse.
Who made it? What's the manufacturer?
It's Ferragamo.
You're a Ferragamo. How much was the Fartagamo purse?
What?
How much was the Ferragamo purse?
I can't disclose those details.
Just tell me, you monkey.
8 bananas.
Just tell. $8?
Huh? I paid $100 for it.
You paid how much?
$100.
Oh yeah, well, that
It was. I didn't realize that vintage Ferragamo purses are not actually that highly sought after.
holy crap, dude! They can go to the moon. I've got one that I picked up for $10 about 3 weeks ago. It's ostrich. It doesn't say Ferragamo on it, but their higher designer lines didn't. It just has the Ferragamo hardware on it. It actually doesn't say Ferragamo, and it came with like a certificate of authenticity as opposed to a serial number.
Mm-hmm.
But think it was like fake or something. But you can just instantly tell by touching it that it is certainly not. I mean, the quality of a $1,500 Ferragamo purse is like really, really high.
No, that's the thing is like when I looked at the quality of the purse, I was like, yeah, $100. I'll definitely do that.
Yeah.
Initially they had like 300 on it, which was probably what it's worth.
Yeah.
And then they lowered it to 210, and then I was like, I'll give you 100 for it, and they were like, yeah, okay, we can do that.
Yeah. This is a yeah. I mean, that's okay.
I threw it up initially for like $650, and I got a few watchers, no bites. I lowered it to like $5. Now I have some more watchers on it. I really think it should go for that. It's super clean.
Yeah, the Gucci stuff. The Gucci stuff is looks like the hottest kind of that vintage Gucci stuff is just going fast and for good money. It's not excellent because it's like low fashion right now. It's not like on that high level, but it's like, you know, an everyday person can afford a Gucci purse that's like $160 and look like a cool motherfucker. Well, they can kind of look like me, you know, because that's what people want to do. So I've got this vintage Nike Manchester United Premier Cup 2010 Finals backpack from another Nike employee. Look at that shit.
Let me check it.
Man U Premier Cup US Finals exclusive backpack. Exclusive? I mean, exclusive. I sold one similar today for $69.99. And I like this one more. But it's lower quality. The other one was higher quality. Yeah, let's go $69.99.
Jeez, I just don't know what's going on with this Ferragamo purse, man.
Let me see. I gotta stop the screen share. I want to check it out. I'll show you mine too, and show you. Let's have a Ferragamo shirt discussion, and then after that, I'll circumcise myself.
Like here, if I can you tell me what I need to do to sell this?
You can give it to me.
Okay, let's see.
It says, ooh,
all right, you see that?
Mm-hmm. Zoom in.
Like it's a really nice vintage Ferragamo purse with the tag.
Sick. That's the sickness. Does it say Ferragamo on it?
Right there. And then and then the material's textured, and it says Ferragamo.
Cool. I've got a really I don't know when the Ferragamo company started.
Like, look at that leather, dude.
It's so sick. I'm gonna show you this leather in a second and this hardware, and it's so awesome. Like I'm not even a girl, Well, maybe I am a girl.
We're not ruling out anything. I think the thing is like maybe people are more into like the smaller vintage stuff, and this one's just big.
You smell like peanuts.
Okay. All right.
You smell like peanuts. Let me show. I'm gonna show you this. Do you like how the wetsuit is like on my window so people can't look in here?
That's your security measure.
Yeah. There's also a solar panel in there that I kind of mess with sometimes. You see the solar panel? Charge some batteries, put on some lights. I have like an electric dildo, like solar powered.
All right. I mean, you know, do what you got to do. But yeah, seriously, I don't know why that is not. Like, that actually baffles me. That hasn't moved.
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to myself.
Oh, okay. Well, you're pretty boring. Talk to me instead. Okay, so
You're a slut.
you got some really nice. You see the ostrich leather. Right?
Crazy.
Ostrich leather. And then this is gold plated, and then the leather is tooled here, like very highly tooled to get this strap in there, you see?
See that?
Now, it doesn't, okay, and then it's got like this kind of tack, this adjustable, like you would never see this in a counterfeit purse. You see this tack that it adjusts the strap. You see it? It's very, very high quality metal. You see that? And you can really see into the core of the it's calf leather. It's like really nice calf leather, and then over the top is ostrich leather, and you can kind of see that through this little hole rolled in, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
And what is something like that valued at?
if this is what I think, because this is the Ferragamo symbol, right? Isn't that it? Isn't that Ferragamo, this thing? Isn't that their trademark?
I don't know.
Well, be smarter and know.
Because I mean, the one that I have it's vintage, so it doesn't have.
The Ferragamo buckle is like this weird little horse.
Oh, you know what?
What? Oh God, this computer goes to Yahoo first. It took me so long to stop using Yahoo and start using Google. I remember back in the days of Inktomi, web crawler, Google. Yellow case? Which yellow case? Guy says, whatever happened to that yellow case? I don't know what yellow case he's talking about.
Let me get something that's pretty cool. I think you'll like this.
I don't like stuff.
Lies.
Ferragamo logo. The Ferragamo is like this weird little curvy horse. The fastest way to identify a designer is often by their signature accents or logos. One of the better known symbols is the Salvador Ferragamo Gansini logo. Shaped like a backwards horseshoe, the logo, also called Gansino, was first featured on the clasp of a handbag in 1969. The history of the Salvador Ferragamo Ganzi symbol. I'm going to screen share this here real quick so you can see the Ferragamo symbol. Am I screen sharing? Nope. Screen share. Share. Okay. This is the type of research you need to do to be a seller on the level of Jacob. You figure out how to find this stuff out. This is the Ferragamo Ganzi logo here, you see? Gansini logo, excuse me. Ferragamo Gansini logo. I bet most people don't even know what that is. They've never even heard the word Gansini. Let me show you. Let me show you. Are we screen sharing? I think we are screen sharing. Yeah, we are. Cool. So you saw the clasp of that thing. It's the Gansini logo is this. You see it's these two little horse, oh crap. Whatever, I don't know what that means. Well, anyway, so it's these two little horseshoe looking things linked with a link. And I believe that to be an authentic Ferragamo Perseramo. So I'm going to go back to listing. Dude, Guy, did you see the, I don't know which Sony sport you're talking about, man. I sell a lot of Sony sports. Come into the chat. I sent you a link. I don't know what Sony sports you're talking about. I sell Sony sports like all the time. Did you see this vintage Nike Manchester United Premier Cup 2010 Finals backpack black? Pretty sick. I'm getting through some listings. I'm so happy. I did 100 the other day, and I thought my brain was going to fucking explode. That's how lazy I am. Oh, God. What do you think about that backpack, Guy? I wish you were talking instead of typing. That sucks.
All right, that took me forever. Had a case.
Look, I have a second one. That's the second one.
Had a case of where did I put that again?
Okay, wait. I got to stop screen sharing to see.
Okay.
And I want to see, so just hold on.
Okay.
Oh, Guy's at work. Ha ha. I'm at work too, except I work in my basement with Chanel number 5. Have you heard of Chanel? My coworker is Chanel number 5.
You corny.
Uh,
Corny. All right, so
hold on.
you can see this.
No, like not if I don't. Have you ever screen shared before? Wow, look at those. Those are dumb.
$47 dumb.
$47 dumb?
Yeah. They're Bosch and Lomb. They're the, like gold-filled frames. 40 to 50 bucks, like every time. And you see, I know you've probably seen them for $3. That's what I think I picked them up for like $2.50. And then these guys, Elevator Maintenance, Otis Company.
Oh, dude, those are sick as shit.
Right?
Those are so. I love stuff like that. I love industrial, modern design like that, especially when it has to do with like companies and that kind of thing.
So when I walked in this sale, I always go over to the counter that has like the little trinkets and stuff, and there was like he was probably like 9 years old, and he was like playing with these, and I was like, no.
I don't know what they're worth. I mean, I'd sell them for like 25 bucks a piece. Were they worth more than that?
I sold the pair of these for $130.
Woo! Sick. I would think like 50 to 60, but I don't know that much about patches.
Yeah. I had a lot of people coming in at like 30 and 40 bucks a piece. And then a guy he popped on them.
Yeah. I mean, you just gotta whop the pop and you'll be good, right? You know how it works?
Yeah.
Whop that pop. All right.
Yeah, anytime I see any like old elevator stuff.
I'm gonna show you a pair of glasses I currently have for sale when I screen share this again.
Please don't.
Oh, I don't want to do that. You're distracting me.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get stuff packaged. I've been doing a horrible job of that.
Yeah, keep going. Package. I'm going to keep talking about these drafts I'm listing. I'm going to keep wasting time that way. And then I love when I do this infinite snake of infinity. Ooh. Bye-bye, infinite snake of infinity. Jody Otis again?
Is he said show the Otis again? I don't know when he said that, but
I don't know either. I don't even know what anybody's saying.
all right, gotta get a look at these.
God, I can't see it because I'm screen sharing, you son of a bitch.
I'm just showing the patch again. And so at this estate sale, this guy was an Otis. He worked for Otis.
Dude, it's so
Or-
sick.
Elevator maintenance repair guy. And I picked his heavy, and he had some, like, Otis brand tools. I haven't even listed those yet.
People wouldn't even buy that stuff or even think to buy it. So like, you're an innovator, man. You know that, right?
Dude, but I'm telling you that, like, some of that stuff was picked through, but I was like, I need to go look through the tools. I need to grab, like, anything he had that was specialty related to that.
Anything that was special and specialty. You know, that's what people want.
Yeah.
It's got to be cool though. You know, it can't. What?
Is that stuff that you would have acknowledged?
Dude, I would have bought that in a second. Yeah, dude, I love that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I love that type of stuff. Yeah. Here we got our Zach Randolph. Is Zach Randolph cool or not? Because I don't know shit about sports. I just buy Blazers when they're cool.
Okay, actually, I do know who that is, and I think he went on to be more successful with a different team after Portland.
Does that make the jersey shitty?
There's probably someone, Portland people are so stupid about Rip City stuff. I don't mean that in an offensive way. I just mean crazy about it.
I don't know anything about sports at all, and I have no business selling sports stuff, but the margins are so good that, like, I'm going to go $49.99. I'm just, like, make up a number sometimes. I don't even look.
I think that's, probably 30 to 35 is a fair place to sell that. I wouldn't sell it for less than 30.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Labeling system in the package. If you find these, people pay way money for these.
Oh, I always grab those, dude.
Stop doing that. That's why I'm not finding them. Am I gonna have to swat your hand?
Dude,
Am I gonna have to crack out the bees?
Now that I know you, I'm just like, this guy is buying all the stuff I would have bought the second day. Stop buying it.
I mean, you still got some you still got some pork belly happening, bro.
No, it's amazing that I do, considering you're out there grabbing all the shit.
Dude, I just can't. There's too much stuff, man. I'm telling you, there's just too much stuff. I mean, what am I supposed? I don't have 100,000 square feet.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. So remember when 10K was on and he was talking about the genius of 1-800-JUNK?
Yeah.
My neighbor, like, ever since I met him a couple years ago when I moved in here across the street, he's like, we need to set up a junk removal service. We'll go in, we'll give them a quote, we'll clean them out. And I'm just like, Terry, I don't have the space, Like, there's people
exactly.
who will pay you to
killing, but you gotta absolutely.
It's just so much. I already have too much to process.
Oh, dude.
I
just did something really stupid.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna blow your mind with this T-shirt in a second, I think.
So yeah, I mean, it's just like, and that's the thing. So, like, people who feel like there's nothing they can do.
You don't have the scarcity mentality. So this is what happened. This is an awesome story.
Dude.
I know it's not story night, but I'm gonna tell you the story anyway about, like, there was a thrift store, a thrift shop in Mandeville, Louisiana, where my mom lives. And she sells stuff on the internet, and she's pretty good at selling some stuff, She doesn't have a ton of experience, but she gets out there and she tries. And both my mom and my dad were like, oh, this store's full of junk. There's nothing in it. Look at this shirt, dude. Old school USA Nike shirt from the Blazers. Sick.
Rad
Dude, that's a sick shirt. Yeah, dude. Totally.
The,
I don't know.
dude, that looks like old school PowerPoint font.
Dude, totally is. It
Oh.
totally is, but it's made by early Nike. Look.
That's so funny.
And it came out of that Nike haul, you know. So
I dig it.
I'm gonna say Nike. I'm gonna ask $199 for this shirt.
Check out my chat.
I just like to have really high-priced stuff sometimes, so people find my stuff. I don't know. I have weird strategies. Like people might get pissed off that their shirt's like $200, but it's
Yeah.
like you don't have to buy it either. Like part of my store's a museum, I guess.
You know what? Maybe that just gave me an idea. I need to price that Ferragamo to like $2,000.
Yeah, and then take offers on it.
Just gave me that
Did you see that? It said the item description. What?
total epiphany moment. I was like, wait a second. I'm trying to cater to like the cheap Ferragamo person. I need to change that strategy.
Yeah.
Watch me sell this thing.
And then you. I don't use that strategy on everything. Obviously, I have to make money, but like shit pops, man.
Yeah.
I like.
No, the stuff that you can sit on, just sit on it. Get the good money out of it.
Yeah, I don't want to sit on stuff for a long time though, but I do want to grow my inventory, and I don't want to like dirt cheap, but I want to have an awesome. I mean, you see my style. Like I'm more based on like building an interesting inventory.
No, you've done a great job. What kind of stuff did you sell in your early days? I think I mean, we can also save that for another story time, but like, what kind of stuff did you initially?
I used to really like music mixing gear, and I sold a lot of musical-based electronics like synths and guitars, and video games when they were like you could actually make money on Nintendo games. Now the market's like flooded. They're really hard. Original Nintendo anyway. SNES seems to be hot right now, and N64. But regular Nintendo games like drop off the face of the earth. But I used to sell all that stuff.
Hey, what's up?
Original Bob.
Seeing all this handsomeness, losing your mind.
Were we not screen sharing right now?
No, you are. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, he was just talking about me.
Oh, yeah. I'm doing some live listing, Elliot. Elliot. These are Tommy Bahama. I usually don't buy Tommy Bahama crap because it's
Elliot.
I love swimsuits. I sell a lot of weird ass swimsuits.
This is a question of. This is how you can tell if someone's trustworthy. Did you cry when you saw ET? Did you cry?
Are you asking me?
Oh, who else am I? Who
I
am
cried.
I?
Are you patronizing me?
I really hope so.
I am the patronizer of this space. I am the tormentor. I am. I always cry during ET.
Yeah.
My favorite part is when he gets drunk and Elliot
Oh
gets.
my god.
That's awesome. E.T. was the first movie my parents took me to see when I was a kid, and this is actually a really hilarious story. My uncle, who I've talked about before on videos, he had a really boring job. He was like a line math engineer for Bell South, and he would like do the algorithm codes, like computer codes for like, switching from analog to other forms and like, upper level data management and this kind of stuff. I don't even know, man. But he was mostly on old shitty clicky keyboard computers in the 80s. Like he showed me how to use a computer first, all that kind of stuff. Well, him and my aunt, because he's like not my uncle by blood. I mean, but yeah, so my aunt, who is my blood aunt, he is her husband, and they bought me an E.T. doll after the movie because I love the movie so much, and they sent it to me, and I got it in the mail, and I called my uncle. Like I didn't know how to use the phone. I was 3. It came out, it came out in like 1983. I was like 3 years old. It was like the first movie I ever saw, and I call him up, and I could barely. I mean, I wasn't that good at talking yet, and I was like, thank you for the ET, and I like probably had slurred voice because I was like 3, and he starts yelling at me. He's like, "You shit, you prank callers or callers!" Starts yelling at me, and I put the phone down and I just start crying, And this is a story they told me later. I don't actually remember it. I do remember having the ET,
What the hell?
but I don't remember that happening. I do remember going in to see ET. Though. I remember the Pac-Man machine in the corner and the smell of the popcorn and all that stuff. It's totally vivid in my mind. I really love the cinema. It's probably because of those memories.
That's awesome. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Oh, you dropped in?
Yeah, well, I got nothing else going on. Just
Yeah, man. I'm maybe you can. So you're kind of getting into the clothing thing, dude. I'm just if you're watching the screen, I'm doing some live listing on some of the pieces. So these were all contractor drafts, and I'm taking the contractor drafts, and we're just kind of. He's talking about some stuff, and I'm talking about some stuff. He's packing some orders. I really love this Pacers jersey. Check this thing out. It's made in the United States.
I love it. Is that that looks like a vintage or like an older style?
Totally, dude. They don't make this stuff in the United States anymore.
Yeah.
Russell should be pretty hot.
Yeah, dude. Your contractor has a nice setup with the mannequin and everything.
Yeah, I made that setup. We're still improving it too. It's not perfect, but like we just set that up in a garage. I think this is a great piece. I'm gonna ask $59.99 for it. I haven't been clicking let buyers make offer, but after I'm gonna do a bulk. Do you know, Elliot? Do you when you go and list, or do you do like any bulk editing, or do you know how to do bulk editing?
Yeah, I've done some. I initially started my store as it was like a fixed price. Buyers can make an offer, and then I charge like standard shipping, and then I switched my whole store. I turned off the make offer button, and that felt like it killed any momentum I had in the store.
What do you guys? Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't do best offer on everything. I just kind of do it randomly. There's no rhyme or reason to it.
Yeah. It's a weird
check out.
What is that sexy purple jacket?
Lonnie, it's LSU colors. Check that thing out. It's the Masons or whatever, the Freemasons have the like just Jolly Prankster Society or something, and or the Shriners or one of those kind of guys, and that's their little logo. It's just like that's their little logo, but it's in like mint condition. These satin jackets are in style. If you go through and look at like old school. If you look at old school satin jackets, that the authentic ones, because there's a lot of copies, there's a lot of fakes. I'm having some trouble getting the colors right on this, but what I do is on the first image, I try to make it really awesome, and then I kind of like, so that you can see what the actual, see how I made the color after I got rid of the background. See how the color is very similar, almost the same. You see that? But this one still has the background. So I kind of make that little adjustment so that the first image is like searchable on Google.
Huh.
They want white background.
So is there a setting in there to?
Yeah, here, watch. I'll show you. So if I take this, let's take this one. See this little brightness button?
Yeah.
I can drop the color out. You see that white out, and then I can bring it back, and then I can darken it. See what I'm doing?
Yeah.
I'm getting that contrast, that initial contrast back. Background.
Yeah, how much time do you spend on like photo correcting?
I only photo correct on what I consider high-end items, like the clearance stuff or the junk that I do. Like my bread and butter is like odd junk. So
AKA my inventory.
yeah.
What do you guys like? Do you both Jake, do you do best offer as well? And like how do you get best offers a lot? Like, do people lowball the shit out of you? Do do people come in at a fair price? What's your experience with the make offer button?
I mean, it's so first of all, yeah, I have it on everything that I have listed. And it's kind of what you would expect. About 50% or more will buy your item at what you're asking. If they want it, they'll just more, I'd say probably 70% of people just pay whatever you're asking.
Yeah.
I would 100% agree with you there. My numbers are almost identical to that. 70% buy without question.
And then and then it's kind of split. 15% will throw a reasonable best offer, and then the other 15% are fucking with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say like 10% for me. But you know what? If I have something that's worth like $45 and it's $25 and I'm struggling to meet my sales goals for the day, I just let them have it. And then they'll leave positive feedback reorder. So what I do is when I print the packing slip, I just write a note on the packing slip that says, "Hey, thanks," and then I sign it and put my little Mighty Mushroom logo on there and include that in there, and it seems to really work.
That's
on
awesome.
getting positive feedback.
Yeah, I had one of the Harley shirts listed at like $39.99. Some guy lowballed me at like 20. I countered at 30, and then he came back at like 25, and I was like, "Nah."
Yeah, that happens. You can stick to it, or you can just make your money and go and reinvest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just sold it. So I basically I paid $5 for the shirt, and my net profit was a little over $16 on it. So
yeah, that's it. That's not bad at all. Yeah. This is a little Blazers shirt. This is Super Crew. If you ever find this brand, this mark by Lexington, they're 100% cotton, made in the United States. This is a pretty good size, extra large. It's old school. It's signed by the team of that year, and I think it's not signed directly, but the screen printing has their signatures on it, which is pretty cool. And this is like a really nice, it wasn't worn very much.
That's the great thing about this offer is how long it's sat in your inventory, and even if someone lowballs you, you're like, I'm ready to get this thing out of here.
Yeah,
I'm ready to set
I tried to get
free.
Yeah, I tried to get what I wanted for it. That didn't work.
Right.
And especially if it's taking up a lot of space. It's like, get it out of my way.
Big items, I'm far more motivated to give someone whatever they want to pay for it.
Oh yeah, me too. I always pick up big things that have some profit margins, and then I get pissed off at myself. I usually get pissed off. Huh?
What did you say? You pick up big stuff that what?
That has really high profit margins, and then I get pissed off at myself for buying it. This is an interesting piece. This is Ronnie Blanchet, and Ronnie Blanchet is like a really, really high-end costume jewelry company. And I think this was owned by an employee because it's got the Ronnie Blanchet name in it, but they didn't sell. I can't find any references to actual retail clothing. So if you haven't heard of that company, look it up. If you ever find anything that says Ronnie Blanchet on it, I know like 99% of people have probably never heard of it, but the people who have and collect this jewelry, crazy money, dude. Like stuff that's just made of base metal with like rhinestones, $600, $700, $800.
Wow, that's odd.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your like sell-through rate per month?
You want to see?
What's that?
Hold on, I'll tell you. Do the math for me real quick. Would you mind? I'm gonna give you some numbers.
Hold on, let me pull up my stand by.
I'll give you some true dads. If I wasn't screen sharing, I'd show it. I'm gonna come back and shoot this shit in a second, but I gotta get some work done. I want to continue. I want to do the show every night, but I need to get work done too.
Yeah, because without doing work, then you're not.
Yeah,
doing work.
I'm into doing work and shit. And if everybody else is doing work at the same time, like if everybody's listing, we're just like, let's say I stop screen sharing, and then Jacob's listing, and he starts screen sharing, but he's packing orders right now, so we get to kind of see what he's doing and get some tips. and do our work at the same time. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. Anyway, so I've divide 477 by 2035.
23.4%.
So that's every 60 days. Now, the caveat to that is 60 days ago, I only had like 800 items in stock.
Mhm.
So it's really hard because I'm growing. It's really hard to say that that's my sell-through rate because it's hard to pin your sell-through rate down while you're growing, right?
Right. Because that number could go up or down depending on.
Exactly. So generally what I'm selling is between 0.75 and 1% of my inventory as a value, not as a number. So if I have 75,000, I'm selling between $500 and $750 a day.
Okay.
And what's funny is mine is like almost identical to that.
Yeah. So
Jake, how many items do you have in your store?
Right now
So-
I have 2,292.
Wow. Well, I got you guys beat. I got like 43 items. I'm crushing it right now.
Dude, cut it out.
Well started there, dude.
Cut it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
I
taking
do
up.
have like.
You're sucking
check
all
this
the
out.
air, bro. I can't see
I'll show
shit.
you I'm going to show you a sweatshirt I picked up on Sunday. It's a beast, though. The thing weighs like.
Can I tell you a secret, Elliot?
Yes.
I can't see it.
I'm about to. Listen, hot shot.
I can't see it.
All right.
Give the man a second.
I don't.
All right. This is cute. It's a 3XL tall.
Wow.
Air Jordan.
Whoa. I want to see this. Hold on. I'm trying to tell you to calm down for a second. Let me finish this listing that I'm trying to share with the world. So I can stop screen sharing and I can come over here and look at this fucking thing because I love old Air Jordan shit. Hold on.
I don't think it's too old. It's like a 2008, but it's
Okay. Yeah.
It's weird because it's a 4-way reversible sweatshirt. So there's a full zipper on the front, and then if you turn it around, there's a full zipper on the back too. So you can literally wear it like almost 4 different ways. So you can wear it like this. You can flip it around, wear it like this.
Whoa, that's weird.
And then
That
you
is
can
very
unzip it
familiar.
completely, turn it inside out,
Okay.
and wear it that way too. And it's just the most. It's got some like really nice logos on it, like embroidering.
That's awesome. I've seen that stitched logo before here in Portland.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I do a lot of. I like. Are you having a Moscow Mule, Lonnie?
No, I'm using my cup though.
Oh, the
Like a-
Boy Scout copper mug.
No, it's not
Yeah.
Boy Scout. It is a fleur de lis. It's supposed to be Saints. New Orleans Saints.
It's a symbol of New Orleans. It's
Yeah.
just come across as a general symbol of New Orleans. Welcome to the gathering here, man. It's good to see your face
Thank you.
and tell you personally that I really enjoy your show. It makes me happy.
Appreciate it, buddy. Thank
Yeah.
you.
You're very welcome. Did you check out this Indianapolis hat from like the '60s?
Indianapolis, what, like Motor Speedway?
Yeah,
Or
check it
what?
out. You see it? See that embroidery on there?
Wait,
Oh, that's
let me
awesome.
click on it. Yeah, that is cool, man. That is really sweet.
I like hats.
Lonnie, I haven't met you. Where are you from, man?
Baton Rouge, Louisiana area, just outside of Baton Rouge. I'm in Denham Springs, but Baton Rouge is probably a better way to describe it.
Got you. So, you're the. Do you hit a lot of garage sales?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I do. So my username still holds true. I mean, I do a little other stuff, but yeah, mostly garage sales is where I source.
Are there any? I mean,
I always want to ask you. Oops, sorry, Jake.
I was just gonna ask. A lot of estate sales out there. I mean, do you?
Yeah, there's those too. Yeah, I hit those too, but I kind of classify those as garage sales. but yeah, they're not.
Fair enough.
You know.
Yeah, no, I mean it's stuff for sale. Get it.
Yeah.
What do you?
What
My name's
I always wonder, Lonnie, how many your inventory, like, do you mind if I ask you how many items like you kind of keep in stock? Just out of curiosity.
Right now I have 520.
Okay, cool. That's
It's been as high as like, okay, so I had 0 items in my inventory January 1st.
so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, because of the flood. You know the floods we had here in this area.
Absolutely, man. I'm my dad lives in Abita Springs, in downtown Abita Springs.
Okay, so he may have had issues with flooding. I don't know.
They're
Did he?
they're up a little bit higher, but they're only about 500-600 yards from the Abita River, and it rose to like it was like 44 feet above above its normal. I mean, it's normally about 2 inches deep. It was 44 vertical feet.
Right. Yeah. So I basically started from. I had to restart from nothing. You know. So.
Nice. Were you selling? But you were selling before that, though. You just lost your stuff in the flood.
So a lot of it.
Yeah, dude, I'm sorry to hear that.
No, it's cool. We had insurance and all that stuff. So, and I did all the work on the house myself, and you know, we got a check. We got a fat check from the insurance company, so that was good. But yeah, man. So I basically started from ground zero around January 1st, and then yeah, now here I am. So yeah, I mean, I probably had about this amount of stuff in inventory right before the flood happened, and I've just now gotten back to that point. So
Yeah, I had some problems in the fam, and I went back home. I was going through some a bad patch in my life, and I moved back to Louisiana, and it was just the worst year of my. I was in Portland from like 2001. I moved back in like 2010. It was just a nightmare. Like, I couldn't get the reselling to work. It was so hard to find things. And I'm actually I'm much better than I was back then. But God, man, it was really, 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 really difficult. And I really had to beat the pavement. I mean, I really had to pound the pavement.
you know, reselling is hard in general. I would say, you know, buying used shit,
I agree.
buying used stuff and selling it, it's hard. I mean, you know, you could be successful, but it's not easy. It's not get rich quick. You know.
No.
I think everybody here would agree with that. Even if you're like really good at it, it's still like you got to work your ass off.
I work my ass off. Fortunately, I have a supportive wife. We have a almost 4-year-old daughter. But you know what it does is, like, she goes to school 5 days a week. I work during the day. My wife is a graphic designer. She works, and then so I'll work during the day, spend every hour that she's awake at the house with her, and then when she goes to bed, I'll work for a few hours, you know, and then go to bed. And my wife will read or do something, and then, you know. I'm more of a late night person than she is, but
I see that, and I can't stay long because it's like 1:20 here. So
yeah,
I gotta wake up.
Glad you popped in.
I gotta wake up at like 7 a.m. and bring my daughter to school. But I noticed you have somebody named Guy Lafort in your chat.
Yeah, that's my cousin. Mm-hmm.
Is he local to like Louisiana?
Absolutely.
Okay, I
we're
think
originally
I know him.
from Golden Mile. Okay, cool.
I think I know him. Guy, do you know someone named Colin Ritchie? Colin Ritchie's a photographer.
I love Colin Ritchie, man. Colin Ritchie's a friend of mine too. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
You know Chris Serio?
Oh, Serio. Yeah, Serio does the video.
Yeah, dude, he came to Burning Man with us.
Yeah, Colin is I actually was a second shooter for Colin for about a year, I guess.
Oh shit, man.
Yeah. So
Dude, yeah.
Colin's a cool guy.
Colin and Guy are like really close friends. I don't know Colin that well, but like I've seen his photography quite a lot, and I communicate with him if he comes around. Like he came up to Seattle
I've met Guy. I've met Guy. I've seen Guy probably about. He may or may not remember me. But, I've met him, and
That's a
See-
crazy
seen him.
connection, man.
yeah. I saw Guy Lafort, and I'm like, oh, surely that's got to be the same guy because I knew you had the Louisiana connection. So that was-
Guy's a physician now. Guy's a physician, and he picks in his spare time, like as a hobby, and he's actually really, really good at it. He's in New Orleans. Picking.
Is Guy also a pilot or not? Because I
No.
remember, I remember Colin had a. I didn't know for sure because I kind of lost touch, but I know they had Colin had a picture with Guy as his Facebook profile picture for a while. They both had like the airplane headsets on, like they were in like a Cessna or something like that.
Probably went for a ride in a plane. Let's see. We'll coax Guy onto the show. He's kind of like he's like at work right now or something.
Okay, cool. Well, hello, Guy.
Awesome, man. Well, that's a sweet connection.
In another world, I was a poker dealer.
Oh, okay, where did you deal poker at? Harris?
No, I dealt at the Bella Baton Rouge, and I also dealt at
Okay.
Hollywood Casino. That's where I knew Guy from, because Colin brought Guy to play poker. So
I worked as a valet at the Belle of Baton Rouge while I was at LSU. I went to LSU.
oh, no kidding. Okay, so did I.
Yep. And worked as a valet at the Belle of Baton Rouge, and that was the worst job ever in my life. It's one of the reasons I hate jobs.
Yeah, jobs suck. You're right.
Dude, we should organize it. But yeah, man, I'd love to do an actual show together with you.
Yeah, man, we'll see. I mean, I'm kind of, to be honest, I'm kind of trying to scale back, although I keep failing.
Yeah.
I keep trying to scale back on YouTube, and then somehow I end up like picking up a new show.
I just want to do one show with you.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah. It doesn't have, I mean, it could be in a year. I don't care.
No, that's cool. Yeah, no, I would love to. That'd be fun.
Cool.
Your hair looks ridiculous, by the way, up above the visor.
I know. I've been
So tall.
I've cultivated that just for you. I'm
But
dedicated to
This
wearing.
is so crazy that although I guess it's not that crazy. Somebody from Louisiana. This is such a small world.
It's a small world, but it is an interesting coincidence, and it definitely links us like by only like 1 degree of separation. It's pretty,
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, that's funny. Oh, look,
very
he says, look, Guy says we can bring Richie on.
dude, that would be awesome.
Dude,
That'd
he
be
did
awesome.
during the flood, the people across the street from me, their son just bought a house and it got flooded like right after they bought it. They didn't have flood insurance, but Colin Ritchie did this project where I think it was called Faces of the Flood, and he took like portraits of all these people that had been flooded, and
Oh, humans of the water.
it was like really, I think it was pretty well received. I think it was pretty successful for him. So yeah, Colin's Flood Project. Yeah, it's awesome, man. Humans of the Water. I think it might have been. Was it ever called Faces of the Flood? This has been like a year ago now. But yeah, I know one of the guys that was in it. He went on CNN for that. That's pretty killer.
Dude, that guy kills it so hard. He's just like an operator. Colin is like, he just like gets it done in a way that's like insane. Like,
Oh yeah, he's brilliant, and he's a great photographer too.
totally. But he knows how to like, he knows how to make it happen too. It's not just the photography side.
No,
the
it's not.
execution side. Like
Yeah.
he is an operator. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. It's not the. You make a good point there, and I think this applies to a lot of things in life. Technically, yeah, he's a great photographer, but he's also got the skills to network, market himself. He's a great talker. Like if he talked to you right now, dude, you would think you were the most interesting guy in the world to him.
Yeah.
And actually, you might literally be, so, but no, he's like really skilled, and you don't see that often where somebody's like super technically proficient and then also can work the human angle, the flesh angle. So like with Apple, say, you had Jobs and Wozniak. Wozniak was a technical guy. Jobs was the guy that got the business done,
Yep.
and a guy like Colin, who is pretty unique, he does both. And there ain't a whole lot of guys like that out there.
Nope. Yeah, dude. I definitely agree. That's awesome that you got to work with him.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, it's hard work though. He was doing wedding photography.
He's grinding it up.
That's a tough
That's
gig.
bitch. Yeah, definitely.
So
I actually crashed a wedding that he was doing.
really,
Yeah, several of us crashed a wedding in New Orleans. was
most
funny.
of the weddings he did were fairly high end too. So
Oh yeah, dude, it was pretty crazy. Oh man. Yeah, guy says bridezillas.
I'm sorry, dude. I'll let you bring it back around to reselling. For your
No, not at all,
Okay.
man. The point of this is like an open forum. Like I'm listing right now with screen sharing and kind of sharing some information about my listings and Jacob's pack and orders. So I'm gonna bring the screen share back because I'm actually doing a jade ring right now, a 10 karat jade ring, and I'm just gonna bring the screen share back and we can keep talking. All right.
Okay, cool. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm enjoying the conversation you guys are having. I mean, I've been to
It's perfect. That's exactly why I started doing this, to have these conversations.
New Orleans, and I just got a little taste of it, but it's interesting to hear about your guys' perspective, the locals.
The locals. Yeah, I mean, I go down there to visit and stuff, and it's great. I'm going to go down for a couple weeks. It's always fun. But I don't know. It's hard for me to live there after living here. My quality of life is just so much, much, much better here.
Yeah, I mean that's what's been so attractive to Californians.
Yeah, Lonnie, your mind would be blown if you lived here. Like you would just go out and destroy the world.
But you know what? You can do that from anywhere.
Oh,
Right.
Dude, this place is pretty nuts.
Yeah, what are you finding out where you are, and what are the kind of things that you're gravitated towards?
Well, I prefer to find like vintage electronics if I can. There's not that much of it here. Honestly, I'm going to say that eBay is pretty much a means to an end for me. It's not like I have another project in the works. I'll say that. Like around here, it's like bread and butter stuff for me right now. Like you guys, like what is your average sale right now? You're Jake, right?
Yeah.
Hey Jake, I'm Lonnie. Nice to meet you.
Hey man.
What is your average sale right now, Jake?
My average sale price for an item?
Yeah.
It's around $35.
Okay, right now, mine is about 20. And
Yikes.
it's been as high as 30,
Yeah.
but I've started mixing in a lot of clothing items.
Dude, even at 20, it's not bad. Like for me, my goal was to kind of hit an average of $100 a day. If I was making $3,000 a month selling stuff on eBay, content, but of course I can't stop, and it's just too much fun. So it creeps its way up, and your eye gets better. You have more money to leverage, so you can do buyouts and stuff where other people can't take advantage of it.
Yeah, these are truths, Jake.
So, I mean, even at $20, like,
Well, that's what it is right now.
yeah,
Because
exactly.
I've gone into like, I've noticed, like I found jeans. Like I wasn't doing clothing before at all. When I first started, I had nothing to do with clothing. And then I started buying jeans, and I found that I could buy jeans for $1 a pair at
Sure.
garage sales.
God, I wish I could do that here.
And so I'm like, well, shit, if I can buy jeans for $1 and flip them for $13 to $15 a pair,
Right.
and I can get good at that process, why not?
No, and
Yeah.
that's the thing. That is,
You have to-
that's just another category that you can just kill it in. But obviously, then you can leverage that money, those margins you make on that, to buy $40 items that you can make $100 profit on.
Well, no, I do that too.
Yeah,
I do that too. But, you know, just I'm continually trying to add new category,
Good.
new categories to the mix, to the fold. Like if you ever watch my sales videos, I will literally sell anything, like completely anything.
hell yeah. That's what's so fun about it for me, is getting to get knowledgeable and comfortable with a certain specialty, and then being able to make risks on other things and learn about those categories.
Yeah, I do the exact same thing, and I feel like if you don't take risks in this industry, you're always going to be locked at a certain pay scale. Like taking risks in growing inventory and figuring out new. And I don't like the word niche, because I don't want to be like niche oriented. Like I want to understand an entire category. You know.
Well, I'm sure what you're finding, Lonnie, is that, you know, you get knowledgeable on something. I mean, I don't know, how long have you been doing it?
About 3.5 years, I would say now.
So
Now,
were you
I made my first sale on eBay like in 1990 something.
okay?
You know? But I'm talking about like serious selling for about
Sure.
3.5 years.
Okay, so like initially there was something, probably electronics, that you were somewhat informed about. You kind of understood, okay, this is, if I buy this for $5, I'm definitely going to make 5 times that. And then after a while, you were like, dang, there's not too many electronics at this sale. What else do they have?
Well, here's the deal. Like I do garage, like my name is Garage Flips, right? On YouTube. So I go to garage sales. So when you go to a garage sale, you're investing 2 things. You're investing time, and you're investing gas / wear and tear in your vehicle.
That
Right? Like way more than you would if you were just going to like thrift stores, something like that. So the more that I can buy per stop, the better, because the gas and the time pretty much aren't going to go up.
that's my same mentality.
Those are going to be static. So the more stuff I can buy per sale, the better,
Right.
because I'm already there. You know what I'm saying?
That's like a really good takeaway. It's too bad that, I mean, I don't know how many people are going to get to appreciate that, but that's something we'll have to reiterate, because that's kind of the picking nugget of truth.
Yeah, you're already there. That's the
there.
quote. You're
Get
already
as
there.
much as you can.
Yes.
The more you can spend, the better.
You don't,
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to overextend yourself. You want to get yourself profitable products, or at least products that have that opportunity, because there's an opportunity cost in this whole thing.
Well, to me, like with garage sales, the opportunity cost is not dollars, because you pick stuff up so cheap that the money you spend is not what's at stake. What's at stake is your time.
Yeah.
So
That's what's funny.
So
is
you got to break it down.
So Erica will call me out on this all the time. We'll go to a estate sale, and there's always something specific that I'm looking for. That's why I'm going there. And sometimes it's gone. I'm scouring the sale, like, what room is this in? Where is it? It's gone. So then I'm gonna dedicate at least how long it took me to get there to digging through that sale and finding where's the value elsewhere that was missed.
Yep.
And if you
Yeah.
don't do that, then you are wasting your time. And that I think people who are limited to certain categories probably experience a lot more dread when it comes to missing out on an opportunity, because then they've wasted their time and their gas. And
They're not prepared for any other opportunity that may arise.
Right.
Well, let's look at this Bible right now that
I pulled this up
Corey-
just for you, dude. I just pulled this up. This is a draft that I've been meaning to.
because let me tell you, man, I have been finding Bibles for either $1 or free, and they're not as nice as this one. This one's crazy looking, dude.
This one was free. It was in a free box at an estate sale.
Is that like a family Bible? Is that what that is? Like a big family Bible? Or
It's a Pope John Paul edition. See, Holy
Oh,
Bible
wow.
Papal edition. Pope Paul what is that? Sixth, Paul the Sixth. And let's see.
It's a limited edition signed by the author, so that's kind of valuable.
It's not signed by the. What do you? I don't get it. Shut up.
dude, that's what's crazy.
From the
half
Vatican,
the
December 23rd, 1963.
was that written by a monk? What? Look at that.
Handwritten.
Shut up.
I'd say
No, this is. I mean, if you're being serious, this is not. That's not actual writing. This is print.
It looks like writing though. They did a good job. It looks good.
Yeah,
1963. That's
yeah.
what, 54 years old. So
Yep.
look at that cover. I've never seen one like that.
Yeah, you're like the Bible master. What would you?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not, dude. That's the thing. Like you know, we have Jimmy Swaggart here in Baton Rouge.
Absolutely. I remember when all that shit went down.
Yeah, I have sinned and all that stuff. So, man, I'm telling you, like, I found that just picking up any old Bible, except for one that's like a hotel Bible,
Yeah.
right? You don't want to pick those up. I don't think. I'm not sure. I haven't researched it, but you could turn $1 into $20-$30 real easy. Now, this one that you have is special, I think. It looks pretty cool.
It appears to be that way. What would you price this at?
Fuck, I don't know. I have no clue.
Well, I was thinking about $69.99 because it's a Bible, or like $69.69.
Or maybe how about
You
how about
got to make
60
people pay for their sins. You got to charge like $200 for that shit.
66.
Well, then that's it. I'll make it 66.60, so it's 666.
dude.
Yeah, nobody's buying it.
No, don't do that. That would be funny on your end, but it wouldn't make money.
I do funny shit. I write limericks in some of my descriptions. I'll write a description that's just a limerick.
Oh, hey, Corey, the Nike jacket you have for like 10 grand listed.
Yep.
What is swoosh meme? What is it? You have like a weird title on it. Something about a meme.
Screaming meme. So the dude who was on the Nike coding team, coding all their systems, that was his jacket. I don't know if that guy gave it to the guy who lived in this house or if the guy in this house was that guy. But he had stuff across a lot of different weird categories. So it says Code Busters on the front embroidered, and on the inside there's a little secret embroidery on the side of the pocket that says streaming meme. And like in the early days of the internet, like streaming meme meant like you were just like a goofball. Like it was like this guy was a big fucking goofball.
Is
Because,
this,
like,
is
know,
this
like-
the same guy that was wearing 10K on the Bay's shoes? Is the same guy?
Yeah.
I don't know. what
It's
you're talking about.
probably the same guy who keeps bidding 10K on the Bay's thing up and then not paying on it.
No. Well,
He's had to
the guy who
cancel
owns
like 3
if the guy who owned this jacket is the guy who the jacket was made for, then he's not making anything or wearing any shoes. He's taking a dirt nap. God
Oh,
rest
really?
his soul.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
God rest his soul.
But you have it written twice in the title, right? Streaming meme.
Maybe, I don't know. I just put it up for $10,000 so nobody would buy it. I was trying to show it to somebody.
Oh,
Have y'all ever found that like you have something that's unique like that, and have you ever intentionally priced it like just crazy, hoping that people would be like, "Hey, WTF? Let me check this out," and then you like leave it at that level for a couple of weeks, and then drop it down to a more manageable level. Like that actually captures eyeballs, like having a high priced item.
Yeah, I do like that. I like having a really unique item. So what I'll do, like, okay, so I'm gonna drop some perfume. I'm gonna drop like 13 bottles of like new old stock perfume onto eBay at higher retail prices, because a lot of it there aren't other listings for unopened stuff. But at the same time, I'm gonna put this bottle of 1965 Chanel No. 5
So it's gonna be a deal
for $1 at auction, so that when people go to that auction and it draws like a fuckload of people in to see it, they'll see my other perfume too, because it's going to show it as my suggesteds under there.
So you're the puppet master now.
I don't know what that means.
That means you're controlling the friggin' market, dude.
I like to do that.
You're going to create the market, and then you're going to insert a value proposition. I like it. It's good.
Yeah, I try to do stuff like that. This is annoying. MPN. Ugh. Found some new old stock tennis rackets from the 90s the other day. So they have the barcode still on them.
I mean, they're so cheap looking. They look like badminton rackets. So
yeah, well, the Slazenger made pretty okay stuff. That was like a $75 racket back in the day.
Was it? No, that would have been
Yeah,
pretty.
I mean, sometimes you pick stuff up, and if it's new old stock, these remotes suck.
Okay, this is for a that remote was for a camcorder, right? For a handy cam.
Camcorder,
Yeah, handy cam, whatever.
Yeah,
seen plenty of those.
I'd sell a lot of these guys. I don't know what's wrong with this listing. I've been having serious problems. Look, like I paid to have a lister do this, and look, it's disappeared. They're not there. See how the images are gone?
yeah.
That pisses me off.
How much do you pay your lister per listing?
Yeah, good question.
Look at that. Here's another one. Look at that. Look, the pictures are just gone.
What?
I saw Z-Man Games. That's a great board game brand.
Oh yeah, dude, I love Z-Man. Look at this. Look, look, 2 of the pictures are gone on this Ouya, and like 2 of them are not gone. You see that shit?
The biggest Kickstarter video game fail of all time.
Yeah. I bought it in a box of junk from the bins. Like sometimes it'll just be like a box of junk, and I'll just grab the whole box of whatever it is, and just buy the whole box just to like piss with it. I think that was in there. Sometimes I just like to find new weird shit.
You found I found silver at the bins. I know you were saying you found some Tiffany stuff too, right?
I found silver at the bins. I found cocaine at the bins. I found weed at the bins. I found gold at the bins.
I have not yet been to the bins. I am itching to dive into that shit show.
Game Zone makes really good games too. If you haven't heard of Game Zone, they make really.
I haven't.
Really, this is the Great States game. It sells for like $25, but
I've heard of that game.
Actually, $39.99 on this one used. So, which means it's really expensive if it's new.
So how are you pulling these prices? Just like, I mean, like from my perspective, it looks like you're just kind of shitting these prices out of nowhere. So
I was going to ask the same thing. I don't see him pulling comps right now.
I do okay.
No, I'm not criticizing. I'm just wondering, like, where are you getting these prices from?
My big old brain.
So did you research this beforehand? I mean, serious question, dude.
No.
Okay, you're just kind of making shit up then, is that right?
No. These are very educated. I've sold this unit before.
Okay, fair enough. So this is like personal
Dude,
experience.
I've been doing this a long time. Like basically all of my adult life.
Okay.
And, I like to offer deals, so I kind of know what things are. I kind of know what things
You know,
are.
like, where's the price coming from?
Dude, it's getting pretty deep. It's up to right here. I can't breathe pretty soon if you don't tell me where you're getting the price from.
Dude, he's pulling them from the ether. It's he's so cosmically in tune with eBay.
Yeah.
He's getting the average price comes into his head and he marks it up 10.
He has a cheat sheet next to him right now. I know he does.
What? Ooh, I like.
Okay, here we go. Here's a remote. What do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Don't.
well,
Okay.
That's an RZ-119837. Obviously, that's $29.99.
That's a $17 remote right there.
It is now
What'd you list it for?
$14.99.
Oh, I was close.
So I'm not doing any. I'm not looking at anything. Look, see these pictures are gone. That pisses
Yeah,
me.
we see you're not looking at anything. You're just free balling it.
Look at these though. These pictures are gone. I'm getting really pissed. Look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna have to call eBay and see what the hell's going on. Ryobi cordless drill.
They're like,
That would be
that's-
fun to ship.
That's pretty cheap.
what volt
Ryobi's awesome actually.
is that?
Is that-
18 volt?
Yeah, it is.
Right.
Okay, with
Yeah.
a battery pack.
Yeah, but it's not the new ones though. It's like the old. That's
No.
the old yellow and red instead of the
No.
silver and black. I mean, yellow and black instead of silver and black.
I'm gonna sell
Battery
it.
pack worth 15, and the drill's worth 15. So you're right. You know, bundled together, you're right in the ballpark.
That's with free shipping too.
That's free shipping. Okay, that makes sense.
Well,
I'm
how-
showing everybody my ninja.
right?
I did this whole video to show my ninja skills and everything. You know.
Wait a minute, but legitimately, that thing probably weighs like a good 3 to 5 pounds.
So do my balls.
Yes, but how do you ship your balls then? What's your shipping cost on your ball sack?
So
Or that drill?
the best way probably is going to be medium flat rate.
Yeah,
So
what's
so I'll let you guys in on a little secret that fits into a legal flat rate.
Envelope?
Yep.
Padded or whatever?
No, just a regular legal flat rate. What I'll do is I wrap it
$5.90 or whatever. The $5.90. Is it
Yeah.
$5.90?
$5.60.
$5.60? Okay.
Yeah. So I'll wrap that in bubble wrap and then just throw it in a legal flat rate. And the cool thing, okay, so the bigger your package is, you know, as far as like if it doesn't increase the weight that much, the less surface area it has, right? So if it gets dropped or something, it's less likely to get damaged. You know, you can ship.
Wait.
different-
Are you dropping a physics lesson on us here?
Oh
wait,
my God. It'll fit
what
in
is
a
this
regular
again?
flat. Shut up. Being
Wait,
quiet. I'm not talking.
Wait. No. I want to make that postulation again. I want to hear that.
I like as big as the surface area I can get on that thing because the post office like drops it down the stairs, pees on it, has angry birds attack it. You know, you got to be able to resist all that shit. Piranhas.
I'm amazed you can fit that in a legal flat rate. Like I get crafty
Yep.
as hell.
So
That?
yeah,
Are you sure?
it does fit. I promise.
No, I'm calling bullshit. I want to see you on camera fit that.
Yeah.
Oh my
I will ship you a Ryobi 18-volt cordless drill with the battery just to watch and the envelope.
You need to buy it. Buy it and see how it arrives.
Yeah, dude, totally buy it. Come on.
Oh, this is a
Usually you wait-
marketing scheme.
Yes.
This is a sell job here. Oh my gosh.
I don't even know if I want to sell this thing. This is a Toshiba Dynadoc.
Yeah, it's funny.
What the fuck is this thing? I don't even know what this is. I'm gonna list it for
So let me tell you something, Corey. Let me tell you something, dude. Once you get over 1,000 subs, all right. If you advocate shipping a drill in a non-padded, just like legal the cardboard flat rate envelope,
Mhm.
you will get friggin' hammered. Like you won't even want to look at your comment stream.
I don't care.
You
I really don't care.
oh, I know you don't, but I'm just telling you, you will get destroyed. Like you won't be able to set foot in
So,
your comment stream.
Just go to my shop and look at my feedback and look at what people say about my shipping, dude. You'll see packed well,
No.
packed
No, no.
awesomely, like
Dude,
hundreds
I,
of times.
it's not me criticizing you. I'm just saying.
I don't give a shit about what people say about what they don't even know about. You know, fuck that.
It's
And
just
if you're listening, you can totally give me advice, but I'm not going to take it. I will only take advice from Jacob. And that's it.
you know, you're talking. You realize right now you're talking to a theoretical person in the future when you have 1,000 subs.
Meta. That's so meta. What do you think about this backpack?
What brand is it?
Bravo Day Pack.
Camo Bravo. That looks like it could come from like a surplus store or something.
It was made in the United States. You can tell with these old like paper tags. A lot of this stuff was made in the U.S. I'm not going to advertise it, but it looks like it.
Yeah, that's pretty old.
I would think low 30s.
It looks like that bait. Yeah, I was going to list it for $28.99.
$24.95.
That's a great photo, by the way.
Thank you.
Like that's pure white background, pure white.
Yeah, did you see what I did though? You see how I adjust that contrast? So I use light. This was in a light box. I don't know if I can even fuck with it now, but I can't even bring the background back. But it yeah, thank you, Lonnie. Now I just fucked it up.
So let me
here's
ask.
the background. You see?
Oh, I see
You
it.
see the actual background?
hmm
So what I try to raise it up, get that
Blow it
get
out.
that contrast back. You see?
So do you
Now
only
with
do that on the like the key photo, like the thumbnail, like the first photo?
Unless it's a really high end item.
Okay.
You get hate mail for the way that you package things. Like people want to criticize the way that you package things.
Dude, I'm telling you, like once you get above a certain number of viewers on YouTube, they will criticize every friggin' thing you do. I'm just letting you know. I'm just
Yeah, I know,
warning
but it's like they're wasting their time criticizing me, and they're not doing anything. So
Look,
like,
there
that's why-
again, you're talking to future people that may or may not exist right now.
No, I'm talking to
So-
you.
No,
Actually,
I'm not.
Like,
I'm not
yeah.
criticizing you. I'm just letting you know, like in the
no,
future.
I know,
on
and I'm
YouTube.
thanking you. But yeah, and I'm sure, like,
It's coming.
somebody's gonna say something to piss me off, and I'm just gonna quit YouTube. It's probably very likely, but I'm having fun now.
It's a the YouTube criticism is a real thing, dude.
I know, but there's so many trolls out there, and it's like everything. So my channel already has a troll, and he's come through every video and done a dislike. And I was like, this is what I want everybody to do. Let's find a video, like my worst video or even my best video, and everybody I know go and dislike it.
Well, you're good friends.
Just like,
You're good friends with Joe and Nicole, right?
I don't know. I've never met Nicole in person. Like we kind of chat back and forth. Very little. She's very busy. I'm very busy. I
Sure.
really respect what she does. I've seen her out in the field. I haven't bothered her because like I know what I'm busy doing. What I'm doing. You know.
Okay.
we're both
Okay. Can you answer?
professionals.
Okay. So are y'all friends or not? That's
I wouldn't say that we're friends, but we're totally like friendly. I don't know her. We've never been in the same room.
okay. But I see you on Instagram, and she liked that account liked one of your last posts. So I assume y'all are friendly.
No,
We
she's
can
just
say
been she's been shouting me out, like being really cool. So and like
Okay. Cool.
I followed her for a long time.
She was
Okay,
on the
well, cool.
show a couple shows back.
But yeah,
Came on.
yeah, she came on the show. It was really funny.
That was my first time ever interacting with her. You know.
No,
Me too.
they're
With her face to face. I'm saying that was the first time I've interacted with her face to face, and it was funny, man. It was great. She really brought some awesome energy to the show.
well. If you ever want to talk about trolls, you could probably talk to Joe and Nicole. You'll hear.
Yeah, I don't even want to
Sure.
talk about trolls. I saw the whole.
No.
I've seen it already, and like I just don't care about those people. They're just so dumb to me. They just
Yeah,
seem
no.
so stupid.
That's the right approach to take. And to be honest, you can say you don't care about it until it happens to you, and then you'll find out
no,
for sure.
No, I
Know what I'm
know,
saying?
and it's like that a lot, and I'm sure like affect me. Somebody's gonna say something stupid, but I've been like picked on and insulted my entire life, so like I'm so used to it. I think.
I mean, you've seen.
But I mean-
Say again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I said you've seen Corey, so I mean that
Yeah,
picked on and
He
criticized.
was looking at
him.
me moments ago.
You've seen him.
I've seen Corey.
Thank you for the. I wasn't disregarding your advice, Lonnie. I'm totally taking it. I was just like
Dude, I was just thinking like, I was just imagining if on my channel tomorrow I released a video titled "How to Ship Ryobi Drills," and I just know. I mean, like the
Well,
roast.
I'm not even telling anybody to do anything. Like I'm just.
I know. Dude, look.
You see this first mate. Look, it's like the dude's name was Shorty.
Oh, that's badass. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of Gilligan's Island.
Look how old this thing is.
Oh, primo.
I love how it's. I love how it's personalized.
What the
First
hell?
mate.
Does it have a tie strap under the chin?
Yes, it does. It has this little strap on it. It looked like it had a strap under the chin. Somebody cut off one side of it, though. Yeah, I think it did. You see it was attached over here somewhere.
Not fair.
I know, but still awesome. Yeah, look at that. Look at how sick that is.
How old do you think that is? Corey?
Sean A! How old do I think? I think it's from the late
40s? Like, oh, that new. Huh.
Yeah, I do. I just think it's been by the sea. You see that crustacean on it? Crustedness from being near the
Crustacean? A crustacean would be like a crab. You see a crab on it?
It's like
I
that
said
red
in-
abalone you were trying to sell.
I said incrustation, you barnacle.
Oh, that was my next word was barnacle. So
But Corey, that red abalone shell, there's a bunch of those on eBay. I don't think those are illegal to sell.
Okay, do it then. Don't say say I didn't tell you so.
Okay, bro.
So-
I'm just,
Corey, did you watch Gilligan's Island when you were a kid, like the reruns?
Absolutely.
Okay, so this is the hat the skipper would wear. You know, and he would call
Absolutely.
Gilligan his little buddy, you know?
So I sold 2 of these. This came out of a couple of other ones. The guy collected these. I had 2 other ones from like the 70s. This guy in Greece bought both of them for full price, and it went global shipping, $60 a piece.
Dude, it's crazy what stuff goes international.
Dude, I love the international side of things.
You
God.
never know. You never know what to go international, do you?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, can y'all see my screen right here?
Yeah.
skipper.
Okay,
That's
there,
the
there's
exact
it's
Hold
the
on,
same
hold on, hold on.
style, right?
It's the
Yeah.
same
Yeah. Let me,
embroidered logo, it looks like.
wait. I want to see.
Okay, can you see it?
I want to play. Oh
There you
yeah.
go. You know, and look, it looks even better when you wear it. Man, why is this sock so stiff? Is that his? Wow. I don't even...
We found
Gilligan-
my secret sock.
Why is there a stiff sock on this Gilligan Island?
That thing has been
Who's-
cemented full of man goo.
This is so
Who's
random.
been using my coconut oil again?
Don't you like though how the hat is kind of it's slightly back too far and then it's at a rakish angle on his head there. It's perfect.
It is very nice.
That's pretty cool.
Corey, how much did you say you paid your contractor to list?
$2 per item.
Okay.
I really believe in making a system, and I helped them get some equipment if they didn't have it. So my listers make at least $18 an hour.
That's
I-
cool, man. And
We're so abundant here. Things are so abundant, and I'm like so nested in the systems of distribution of these estate sales. It's very easy for me in a couple of days to go pick up 200 or 300 items.
yeah, and you get to focus on sourcing, not all the other tedious
I get
bullshit.
yeah. So I consider what I do is like the customer experience. So the customer experience starts with making sure the listing is appropriate, and then making sure that gets to the customer on time. So that's kind of like my job at my company right now.
No, that's awesome, and it's something that even in the early stages, I can definitely see the value of, just from a. I mean, it's not even about the money. It's about the amount. It's about your time. I mean, everything is your time is the most valuable thing. So,
Dude, if you can pay a little bit of money to not have a death pile, do it.
So you make sure, Corey, to keep this is important, man. Like, so you make sure to keep like the order fulfillment on your side, on you.
Mhm.
And then you also make sure that the listing is verified by you before it goes
Yeah.
live.
Just like I'm
Right.
doing right now. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm verifying I'm verifying and editing lister drafts.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
So
I call them listers, but they're really drafters if you really think about it.
yeah, and you're just going in fine tuning, making sure everything's in there, adding a little.
Yeah.
salt.
Absolutely. You kind of saw me live just a second ago. I'm gonna
yeah,
keep
I'm still going to call BS on the pricing, because even if you've done like even if you've sold like 10,000 items, some of the stuff you just priced you haven't seen before.
So I've sold probably 40 to 50,000 items on eBay, maybe more than that. I don't even know. I have no idea.
Okay.
What
all
is
right.
your transaction count?
What is my transaction count on this account?
No, just in
Like in lifetime.
total on plus your other account.
Between all platforms and all accounts across all platforms?
I mean, can you see that right now? Can
Well, I
you-
mean, I did 100. I don't want to talk about like bigger numbers like that specifically, but
how many transactions?
Okay, well, no, you know what we should do? You know what we should do? Okay, or you know what I should do? We should hold an item up. We're gonna do this with you, like you're the Swami, right?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay.
And
Okay, let's
we
do
can
it. Do it right now.
you can hold a friggin' item up, and you'll just like say, "Oh, that's worth X amount of dollars."
Let it be like a fair item, because there are certain things that are like really hard, like that Sterling statue I put up. Like, I don't know what the fuck that's worth.
Okay.
I'm trying to create like an image for the customer where it's like they see it, they realize that I have a great reputation, the price is good and within the market, and they can buy now and get it in 2 or 3 days. That's what I'm going for.
So it's branding.
Yeah, on some things, and then I have my high-end stuff where there's not any comps, and I just put a price. Like, it might be worth 1,000 to somebody, but if I can sell it for 200, but I only paid 15, I'm not going to complain about that.
Fair
You know? So somebody hold up an item. Let's see. Do it. Come on.
Okay. Golly, hang on. I'll be right back.
Maybe also grab something that you've already.
Okay.
You've lost them.
I got one.
Okay, here we go.
This is a Brighton, kind of like a thick woven purse.
Okay.
It's just got some. It's got some nice little bejangles. It's nice. It's nothing too crazy. It's got this little heart thing,
Okay.
and but it's a Brighton purse.
Without
Okay.
saying anything, write it down backwards.
What's that?
Right, what's going backwards?
We'll all write down a price backwards and then hold it up.
Oh, this is fun.
I mean, for me, it looks like a lower end brand. It's not a brand that I would like honestly purchase. And like, let me see it again and
Yeah.
light it up.
That's the inside.
Wait.
If I had that purse for sale, based on the very limited amount I can see about it, I would think it goes between the $22 and the $27 range.
Jake.
I was actually gonna say 32 to 35.
I mean, are we
I'm
waiting
talking
for?
about sales comps. I'm not talking about list. I'm talking about what it really fucking sells for.
Sure.
I think comps were $24.95. I have it listed at $19.88 because the inside pocket has a slight tear, but
No,
Yeah,
Lonnie
Corey,
did
fair.
not.
you
Lonnie
really
did not.
answered.
I didn't see
Lonnie did not see that, by the way. Lonnie is the one who's challenging me. He did not see that. And what did I say? Like I said, between 22 and 27.
24 and 28. So
right in the middle.
Is that what I said? 28? I thought I said 22 and 27.
You did.
24, 22. I don't know. You nailed it. It's fine.
Oh, and then he comes back.
Oh, did you hear that, Lonnie? Oh, did you hear that? You walked away, and I just blew it up hard. Like, we need
I
rewind
don't
that.
believe it. I don't believe it.
Live. So he pulled out a purse. He pulled out a Brighton purse. Tell him what just happened. I'm going to shut up.
I don't think you can do it.
So I held up this purse. It's a Brighton. Not it's a nicer brand, but it's not like a fucking Gucci or anything like that. Showed him all the stuff on the inside.
I've never heard of this brand either. I've never sold that brand.
Okay, what is this? $60 purse? What?
No, it's he said between 22 and 27, and comps were 25 on it.
Okay, good.
And Corey's just sitting over there with a big old grin on his face. Aren't you, buddy? Huh? You little
show me
eBay.
Do I have to do another
Master.
one?
All right,
Master.
somebody else grab something.
It's a crazy Bible. I don't know a lot about Bibles, so I can just tell you what I would list it for, but talk so I can so it'll light up my screen.
Okay, so this is a NIV, New International Version, side-by-side comparative Bible. It's fairly new-ish, probably like around 2011, 2010, something like that. It's hardcover. It's got the dust jacket. It's got this Joel Osteen guy who was famous here recently.
Oh God, yeah, that.
On the dust jacket only. I actually got a message asking if he was in the actual book or just on the dust cover before it sold. It was actually shipping tomorrow.
Okay, you sold it.
It's a sold item.
Okay.
So
I am going to, my guess, and because I have no knowledge of that whatsoever, I'm saying 69, somewhere around $70.
no.
45?
No. I sold it for 20. And that's actually probably that's probably right there in where it should be. All right.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't sell any books.
Okay, here's the next item. And
yeah, I can see those. Those can no longer receive signals.
Right.
You sold one of those. I mean, I would say
this is not sold. I just picked it up this past weekend.
I would say that comps are between 19 and 25, maybe.
I was gonna say 18 to $22.
That would be high side. This is probably worth less than that. And
they're long. They're very long tail. I've tried to sell them before. I have, but
look, the fact that you didn't get the price, that's not a big deal. I like that your reasoning was it can no longer receive the analog signals because they aren't there anymore. They're all digital. So that's good. That's good. I'm gonna tell you this. I just sold an RCA digital receiving television. It's a portable television that plugs into your car. I sold it on Amazon. It went into inventory and it's used. It went into inventory, used in the box. Comps were like 25 or 30 bucks on eBay. I put it at $109.99, and when it hit the warehouse, it sold on Amazon in like 5 seconds. So if you can find the ones that actually can receive signals that are portable, they really go for good money. The Bible thing, I wouldn't be interested in books unless they were, over $50, and I thought you kind of were into higher end books. Hell no.
That was the reason why I volleyed 70 on the Bible, because I know that you can, if it's weird, it's got Joel Osteen in it, and that dude's like a weirdo. I mean, weirdo stuff is good. Holy shit, dude. I sold one of those almost exactly like that for $94.95.
Okay. I don't know what this sells for yet.
Yeah, dude.
I just picked this up this past weekend. Fireman's helmet.
I sold a Harley Davidson, one that's very similar to that, Harley Davidson, and it was it was commercial but chinky, and it sold for $70 in a very, very short amount of time. That is a home run, dude. That is a good fucking piece.
Let me see the logo on it again. Let me see
It's
this.
got leather on the inside.
Now is that a
Yeah,
sticker,
dude,
or is that actually like a?
This is from a town in Mississippi. What's the name of it? It is Van Cleve, Mississippi.
And that's painted
Yeah.
on there?
I mean, it's not a famous
No.
town
That's
or
a
anything,
sticker.
It's a sticker.
Oh, a decal or a
If it was
sticker
from,
or
like,
whatever.
the Bronx or something, it would be like a whole lot of money. But it's like It says Van Cleve on it.
And what's the inner
And
look
it's got
like?
it looks pretty clean. It's in good shape.
Very, very expensive helmet.
Yeah.
If you were to purchase that, like if you were the city who purchased that, that's about a $700 helmet.
I can't remember what the brand is. It's kind of hard to see up in here, but it's like one of the main brands, of fire equipment, whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, I don't sell a lot of fire equipment.
I don't
but,
either.
like small electronics.
What did you pay
Small
for that?
electronics. Are my
I paid
favorite stuff.
$6.
Oh, good pick.
So
Jesus, man. Yeah, I would pay $6 for that any fucking day of the week.
yeah, we have
I would think
Paisley
that
Bradley.
would be good to get out of that at least.
Basically, Bradley says, "What? Oh, she's down in she's
Yeah.
down in Biloxi, huh?"
Yeah, here's a little tip for you. Pro tip for young players on YouTube. Whenever somebody says something in your chat, read it out, say their name, because the most beautiful sound in the world to everybody is their name.
Ah, cool.
Right, Mark Swenson and Stephanie and Paisley and Guy and no, I'm just kidding.
That's
No, you're
Commodores.
kidding. You're kidding, but that gave them a little endorphin rush just now.
Right.
With that.
I see you out there, YouTube land.
What
I
up,
acknowledge you.
Mark Swinson is who's that's the Commodore's wife's hat. Alan Hale Jr. I don't even know what that means.
That's the actor. That's the actor from Gilligan's Island.
Oh, cool. I'm not
that
that
was
smart.
just no. You are very smart, but they said that so long ago, but you never acknowledged it.
Because I'm trying to talk to you, goofballs.
But no, we're not the ones that matter. It's the people that are watching that matter.
No, you're the one who matters to me at this point.
Get real, Corey.
Everybody in the chat is very important. I'm sorry I'm ignoring you. I'm not ignoring you. I'm trying to show you guys some awesome some listing processes in a rapid fashion, because what I think is people get locked up in like pricing and absolute pricing and blah 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 blah. And Paisley Bradley is in the chat and she smiled for sure. And
Here,
yeah,
I want to.
Frankly, it was just north of Biloxi. I've been through Biloxi.
I want to bring a price challenge. I want to bring a price challenge to the floor. This is a dictating, transcribing, vintage
Hater.
Sanyo.
Yeah, dude. Did you sell it, or you think you can sell it?
This is sold. This is going to get packaged.
Can you hold it up again?
Has the foot pedal.
$65.
65. What do you
$65.
think?
Jake, hold that up again. I didn't see it. Sorry.
Okay. So we got the transcriber,
Oh.
mic, power adapter. Oh, it's falling all over. Takes mini cassettes.
Cool.
It's got the foot pedal with it. What would you think about that?
$112.95.
Very specific. Is
Lonnie left.
where's Lonnie?
Big Lonnie left. He had to go to bed.
Lonnie,
All right. What did
was sick of your rogue pricing.
said? $65. So including shipping, $65.41.
How much?
$65.41.
Woohoo! Now
That's with shipping. So
I know, but I
include
shipping with everything. I do free shipping, so for me,
exactly. So you were right on the money. You're sick.
dude. Thank you.
Homeboy's been around the block a few times.
No, yeah, but I got 3 out of 4 like really, really, really good. Like the Bible threw me off is because I don't believe in Bibles or whatever.
I'm with you, bro.
I don't know.
I'm more into the flying.
It's not
spaghetti monster.
It's just like as you gain experience doing this stuff, I tend to like have a ridiculous like memory, and I just like kind of like think about things in the category, and I'm also thinking about the condition based on the pictures, you know, and I don't know, a lot of stuff is being calculated in my brain, but maybe I just don't realize it, you know?
Oh man, I'm deeply programmed with pricing.
Yeah, me too. This is what I do for a living, and I mean,
Yeah.
I want to do well. I want to do really, really well. So I want to have all the tools that I need to do really well. And it's impossible to have all the tools all the time. You know, sometimes you're tired. Sometimes, you know, there's a lot of things that can happen. But I mean,
Bye, Paisley. Paisley's leaving. All right, Corey. Bye, Paisley.
it was nice to see you. It's nice to see you in the chat again, and we hope to see you again. Garage Flips got to go.
Come back.
Bye,
It's
Garage.
3:15. Feed my damn endorsements. Monty dipped. I bet he got in trouble with his wifey. Ansley, Mother's Mustache is Ansley. She's a moderator in the chat. I want to thank her for being a moderator. She was like my first subscriber. First subscriber! She really was my first subscriber. I started a YouTube channel and started broadcasting live with no subscribers and not telling anyone. That way I could like, you know, just have fun. I'm totally like, I think that people aren't having enough fun. They think they can be like YouTube gurus that make all this money and all this bullshit, and it's just like, let's just have a good time and like everybody get better because of it, you know? Most people aren't going to operate. They're not going to actually do a lot of stuff, and it's like, if we can help people motivate it and show them like there is a way, it doesn't mean you're going to be a reseller or anything like this, and maybe it's not the right thing for people, and maybe they just like the hobby, and maybe this helps them get to the next level of whatever they really do like to do. I'm a Cajun. I'm grumpy. I'm salty. When people tell me what to do, I fart. I just can't. I just can't. I mean, this is like a product of me being impossible to work with.
Is that a self-defense mechanism?
Yes.
Because I knew a kid who had that condition.
Be quiet. Be quiet.
Literally, that is a condition, by the way. You should get that checked out.
You're muffiny.
Just why?
You're
Just throwing
muffiny.
that out there.
You're so muffiny. You're so muffiny.
So muffiny.
Nobody dope as me. I'm just so muffiny.
The muffin, so E.
You think that I'm so sexy. I'm just so muffiny.
The muffin, the E.
People are going to watch this. Like, at some point, we're going to have like 1 million subscribers because we're so good at this. And then they're going to see these videos back in the day. And they're going to realize that we were ninjas.
Yeah.
Truth.
You got to start somewhere, though.
You got to start. I don't like starting. I like starting as a ninja. I don't want to work my way to ninja. That's why ain't nobody dope as me. I'm just so versatile. Should I go back to screen? I'm gonna. I don't know. Do you want me to go back to screen sharing so you can see some of the stuff I'm listing?
Sure. I had coffee, so I can't sleep right now.
Still packing.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, he's packing. We're all like the point
I'm
of this is
adjusting, like I feel like my store has gone like stagnant over the past. I don't even know. I'm just going through and like adjusting everything, like tweaking titles.
dude, none of that is gonna work. Okay, listen. Some of your stuff is like people like. Some of your stuff is long tail, and you can't help it. There's nothing you can do. Even changing the price isn't going to have it sell. I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
It's just part of the process. And believe me, based on the amount of sales I have, it's not bullshit. So, like, just build your inventory, dude. Seriously. Focus on getting good things. Don't go backwards. Go forwards. Don't go back to those things that aren't selling. You're wasting your time. Use that time to list new, better items. I'm just... Seriously, man, you can do it. Like, you got a good eye. Diversify. Start figuring out how to get the information flowing in your brain. You know?
No, I'm looking at my store right now, and like everything is pretty solid. Like, I got LL Bean, J. Crew, I got Burton, I got Eddie Bauer, Polo,
Yeah,
Tommy Hilfiger.
I'm sorry, man. Those aren't that desirable right now. I'm just telling you. Like, they're long tail items. I'm just like, all clothing for me. All clothing is like semi long tail based on the price that I want. But also, you need larger inventories, and like that bread and butter stuff doesn't. Dude, I had a Brooks Brothers shirt that was so awesome, but because it was Brooks Brothers, it took like a year to sell. I still made money on it, but it really took a year to sell. And I changed the price and everything, and nothing changed. It just, the person who wanted it found it and bought it. You know, it's like there's so much clothing. Just look up the word polo shirt on YouTube. Let me do it right now. Here, am I screen sharing? Am I screen sharing right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
Do you guys live close to each other? Do you guys hang out and drink beers and stuff?
We've never had a beer together.
We have not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, might have been another
I
life.
might have had one beer, and then I don't remember what happened after that.
Yeah, and then you woke up with like one of those weird masks that Corey had on your head.
Chloroform. So if you look up polo shirt, you get 655,276 results. Men's polo shirt, 345,247.
Yeah, but dude, mine is special. Mine.
Preach, Elliot.
Red men's polo shirt,
Preach.
53,546 listings. I'm just saying, like, you got to find things that you can use keywords to like drive the traffic to your listings.
Right. I was gonna ask something else.
But some listings, it's they're just even if you change the keywords, there's just so many choices out there for yours to get chosen is statistically unlikely.
Right.
No matter what the price is sometimes. So just take that into account. I just don't want you to like grind your gears doing things that aren't valuable.
No, but you know, there are like it's also like just me going back and looking at the first few listings I did and seeing like things I could have done better. I could have been more efficient. I could have been putting like one thing I do is like if I'm going to search for an item or if I'm going to post an item, I'll go to the search bar and just start typing, and then when the suggested links come up, I try and incorporate those directly into the into my title, and then I go ahead and add extra stuff like the brand. If it's a windbreaker, it's like LA Dodgers, MLB, warm-up windbreaker, jersey, authentic, majestic, all that shit. So I'm just kind of going back and seeing.
What percentage of your inventory is clothing?
Of mine?
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's probably like 85%. I mean, I have a couple I have shoes. I have a couple purses. I have a camera bag. I have a
long tail too, and purses are long tail. Try to like figure out some like electronics, like video games, which are really short tail. Like they sell really, really, really fast. Digital cameras, okay. VCR, DVD combos, or DVRs, those kind of things. Like some of the higher end games. Any Sony products. Sony products are very short tail. Like they're very fast movers. Focus on electronics brands that are just very, very reliable, like Sony, Panasonic, even like some of the RCA products, like even the more modern RCA products, they're just really, really fast sellers. Perfumes can be really, like, you would think perfumes would be in that same category as being like, well, purses are long tail, shoes are long tail, and clothing is long tail. Perfume kind of sits in that same thing, but it actually for some reason doesn't. It's like an outlier in that kind of home style thing. It sells really fast and you can get really good money for it.
Yeah. How many times can you list an item?
As many times as you want. Why would you list it more than once? Do you see this? Look,
Well, I mean, like,
this is
sorry.
fixed price.
Good till canceled.
Good till canceled, and then it'll relist itself every 30 days.
In perpetuity?
Yep, forever.
And do they start charging you for that?
Of course.
No, they do not.
I mean, they charge you every 30 days to relist it.
if you don't have a store, yes, but like you shouldn't even be sell. I don't think you should sell on eBay unless you have a store.
Yeah, I have a store.
Well, yeah, but once you
Okay.
surpass your 1,000 or your 10,000
Then you-
free, well,
Are you-
I don't know. Do you have an anchor store,
Are you asking me?
Corey?
Oh, Corey. Yeah.
I don't. I won't. There's one reason, and I'll reveal this to you privately, that I don't have an anchor store. There's one reason for that, and I don't. I'm not gonna say that on the internet right now, but I'll talk to you about it later.
The one reason I don't have one is because I don't have at least 4,000 or 3,600 things active. If you have
I could.
3,600 things or more active, then the price point per listing drops below what it would be to just have your whatever the premium store.
Mark Swinson says he sold a Sony micro cassette transcriber from a church sale 2 months ago. He said that a while ago, but yeah. So Stephanie's Thrifty Threads. I mean, she just says, right buyer hasn't come along yet. Just list more, and I think that she's so correct.
Absolutely
It's
right.
almost like I feel like I'm getting good products. I just need to list them and just move on and
Oh, absolutely.
go source more and stop thinking about the store so much and just focus on.
Focus on things that are productive and grow your business.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. You'll have like a sales avalanche if you
Oh yeah.
close yourself off to worrying about the selling and focus on just acquiring it and listing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, acquire it, list it, make sure it's shipped properly, and grow that way.
And
The other, like I used to look up comps all the time and get stuck in these like rabbit holes of like comp listing, looking at comps, and I was just doing that to procrastinate, And it's like I just don't do that anymore. I just do this right here.
yeah, now I do this to procrastinate.
Shut up, boner brain.
I
It wasn't. That wasn't. He likes it. He likes to dick off on the internet with a couple of
Goofballs. Yeah, you make good money, so you don't even like care. You're like, I'm good. You're not like you've gotten rid of the grind of life by like actually like using your skill set, Jacob. So
Well, Jake, what were you in the former life? What was your how'd you pay the bills?
So I'm 28. I started when I was a little kid. I used to buy and sell like little things I would find, like candy. Like go to the corner store and buy some candy and then sell it in my neighborhood for more. And then in high school I dabbled on eBay, but it was little fish then, because it was just stuff that I hadn't acquired the mindset of like, oh, I could actually go find stuff and sell it. I was just like, oh, I have stuff to sell. But then I worked at Fred's for like 2.5 years, and basically during that time I was still building up my eBay like selling status. And then when I started doing as much as I was doing working at Fred's, and I was listing casually on eBay, I was just like, it doesn't make sense.
What's Fred's?
It's a company owned by Kroger, Fred Meyer's.
Oh, okay.
Freddy's. Call it Fred's. You're
So
weird.
how long have you been full time eBay?
Basically, let's see. So I am super frugal, and
What do you mean cheap?
yeah, I'm cheap. So like,
Your girlfriend laughs every time I say something that's true.
That's true.
okay, so when I was making like $8,000 to $10,000 a year, basically like poverty line, working at Fred Meyer, I was still saving a few $100s a month. And most people who make minimum wage don't save any money a month.
Right.
The caveat being,
Nobody
I was
who-
living at home, but I wasn't.
Nobody who makes minimum wage saves money. It's impossible.
You're also
I-
representing Emily.
Okay, I guess there's, well, not during that time, but I also provide care for my younger sister, and I do still do that now, not because I need the money, but because I've always helped with my younger sister, and I pretty much always will.
Yeah.
So we get health insurance.
So I get health insurance that way, which is awesome, and it also is supplemental, but it's very small in comparison. But since
Yeah.
since 2012,
But I mean,
my reselling has been my primary income.
how many hours a week do you help out with your sister?
It fluctuates, but typically 15 to 25.
Oh, that's very significant working time.
Yeah, it's something I've struggled with because I mean, I've been helping with my younger sister since I was like 10 years old. She has Down syndrome and autism. She's 22.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
How
just
old
one of
was
those
she- how
things
old
where
was
I haven't emotionally been able to remove myself from the situation, and
Well, it's your choice. You can take care of somebody like that. It's not. No one's gonna.
I
Mhm.
basically, I mean, in a weird way, I've basically, the eBay thing, I kind of developed out of a necessity to have a job where I could have flexible hours, work from wherever I wanted to, because I needed to be there for my sister.
Yeah. Well.
Now there's a lot more people helping with my younger sister. Erica helps. My older sister, she now helps, and we also have another person who's on the plan who helps. But initially, it was literally me and my mom who were providing the care for my younger sister. And when my mom started working, I was basically, getting her ready for school. I needed to be there to get her off her bus and take care of her until my mom was home. Even though my stepdad was there, he wasn't in the best health, so I was pretty much the second parent for, up until I was like 21 or 22. Then I was able to kind of step back. I mean, as far as it is right now, I feel like I'm pretty detached, interestingly enough, but
Doesn't sound
yeah.
like it.
What?
Doesn't sound like it.
I mean, as far as comparatively to how much care I used to provide,
Yeah.
I used to, I lived at my mom's until, 3 years ago. So till I was 25, providing care for my younger sister,
And now
selling stuff on
4 minutes
eBay.
away.
Well, I support you in that capacity, my friend.
Appreciate that. And
It's hard to grow your business when you have that amount of time, like,
yes,
with another commitment. You got to just grind it out when you can grind it out. I just wanted to quickly show you these amazing flying fish shorts to, elevate your mood.
Well, those are like almost MC Escher-esque.
those are amazing. But yeah, dude, I've been full-time doing eBay essentially since 2012. I started making like 10, 12,000 a year
That's awesome.
doing eBay.
I am your striped bass. I am your man, Hayden.
And what's crazy is once you find your momentum, I'm sure you're already. How long have you been selling on eBay?
I've sold a few things over the past few years. I sold, probably in the last, literally 2 months is when I really was like, holy crap, there's so much potential here.
Yes.
But I've sold guitar amps on eBay. I sold some motorcycle jackets, some electronics, things like that. But just really my total sales, I looked at it today, it's like over $4,000 on eBay, but a lot of that sales was like years ago. So yeah, I've just been getting into it. It's something I just really, I don't know. My dad was kind of like a hoarder, so there's a little bit of part of me that like looks at
You gotta have
piles
that
of clothes and like,
you gotta have that anti-hoarding mentality.
yeah, I don't know, but there's just something about like the thrill of the find and then selling the item for 10 times what you bought it for. There's just something really cool about that. And plus, like, I mean, I have I have my own company. I make plenty of money. This isn't really like, I don't know. It's just something I enjoy doing. So I don't.
What is your company?
It's
Now, like through some.
It's the name of my company is Outpost Creative. I've been a designer, a web designer, and a graphic designer for about 15 years. So I worked at some agencies in Boston and in Phoenix, and then about I think it's been 7 years. I went on my own and started my own business, and kind of never looked back. So it's been great. There's ups and downs, obviously, with every business, but it was definitely like the best decision I ever made. Not just because I could kind of do my own thing, but it opens your eyes to just business in general. It's like there's so many streams of income that anybody with half a brain can make a decent living on. And I don't think like
work hard. A lot of people have
Americans realize that they could detach themselves from their desk job, make just as much money, and live a completely different lifestyle. So,
but they would have to be accountable, and a lot of people don't have that ability to just be accountable to themselves. They're okay with being accountable to somebody else for short periods of time, but they don't seem to be able to disconnect from that. And maybe it's like ingrained in our society or something. People have told me like, what you do is a hobby. There's no way it's a business. I don't believe you. It's not really like, you can't just play all day and call that your work. Like my mother-in-law is like, you're telling me you just play around all day and you make, more than I do, and I'm a lawyer. And it's like, well, I'm sorry, maybe you don't. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not telling you that, but it is actually the way it is.
Yeah, it is a fact.
It is. It is fact. It's very factual.
But I just kind of I've been doing design for so long that I think, and I've been on my own for like 7 years. I think I'm doing this a little bit because I was like, I got a little burned out on the grind of having to run my own business, and this is like almost like a release for me. It's like,
well, the beautiful thing is how your design background informs your selling and how you can use all those skills to shape the way you sell.
Was that a question? I missed the first part. Sorry.
No, it's just a statement of how that background informs the way you sell, and it gives you an edge. For sure.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just anything from like photography to copywriting to, all this stuff. And I think Corey and I were talking about a little bit of like the Amazon FBA stuff. I know he's not a huge fan of Amazon, but when I see stuff like the FBA and I see these people find a niche product and basically create their own brand and launch a product, like that's what I do for a living. I help people create brands, launch products, market their products across, print and web and social media. And it's like very attractive to me to maybe at some point down the road to like try and find a product and launch my own brand on some platform, whether it's my own website or my own or an Amazon store or an eBay store or whatever. So that's kind of cool. It does tie into what I've been doing for my career. So yeah, there's the skill set that I have is very, very relevant in this day and age, with everything being websites and mobile and internet and yada, yada, yada. So
You're just waiting for the idea to come.
just waiting to explode onto the internets.
Do you think it's odd that like I just randomly encountered you and drew you into this whole thing, Elliot?
Not at all.
I think it's fate, my friend. No, I think it's just random luck, but I'm
I don't know, man.
that you found me, and it's been a cool experience, and I learn so much every time I just hang out with you guys and shoot the shit. So
Awesome. I'm glad to have you around.
thanks, buddy. I'm glad that we're internet friends now.
We're associates. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Internet acquaintances.
Associates. Did you see this horse tack? This is a designer. This is a designer hat. It's got this crazy horse tack on it in like the Hermes style. See that? This is a really high-end designer. Her name was Laurel. God, I can't remember it. Really, really high-end. This is like Italian denim. It's like this dye sublimated denim. See that shit? Is that
Yeah.
Fresh Prince or is that Fresh Prince?
That is super Fresh Prince, dude. I'm going to take care of the people in chat while you list stuff, okay, Corey?
Yeah.
Because Mother's Mustache is still here, obviously, and Stephanie's still here.
Yeah, I don't know how many. Every time I go to see how many people are in here, I get the hyper wave of internet time travel that happens when you have a live chat open.
Yeah, but I mean, he did have a good point. If you are doing some sort of live stream, you got to babysit the chat a little bit, because that's why.
I'm trying to base it more on the educational side and thinking people are actually like from the perspective of like people are doing listing or doing, you know, that kind of thing. So I was trying to make it more like a hangout kind of thing. But yeah, man, I can connect to the chat. I need to take a break every once in a while anyway. I've been working. I've been listing for like almost 4 hours straight now.
Hey, do you have what's your average sale price, Corey?
$41 right now, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, I wish that was higher, obviously, but it seems to be. I mean, I can't. It's hard for me to complain.
Yeah, I think 40 is
like-
probably on the higher end of.
Oh, it's the shit.
It's shit.
No, it is the shit. Check out this old Shinobi. This is a Sega guide, but it was before Sega. It's for when Sega was just making games. This is for the Commodore 64.
Wow.
Shinobi for
Is that a
Commodore.
Is that a box with a game in it?
No, it's just the manual. But dude, like people have the games, what they don't have is the manual. Dude, I got some badass manuals in here. Look at this. Oh, not that one. That was like a graphics buffer. Attack of the Mutant Camels. Guidebook for Attack of the Mutant Camels.
What?
3. Sometimes these books are worth way more than the games. Because the games you can copy, you know?
Yeah.
Can't find the manuals for these things, you know? Anyway, so I'm listing all of these for $20 because I don't know what to listen for. And I'm not going to go look. This is Uchimata by Mindscape. Uchimata! Uchimata!
Is this just estate sale stuff?
This came from a garage sale. I bought a big pile of junk.
Perfect.
I think I actually sometimes I go to garage sales and I see like old computer crap in boxes and it'll be like a free box of old computer crap and I'll just take it and then, you know, if it's crap I'll donate it and if there's something cool I'll keep it. I'm not really into free, I was telling them, but like when I see these and they're not for sale, they're just in a box and they're gonna go to the dump. It's like somebody definitely wants some of these.
Yeah, like somebody at Twin Galaxies who's running like a video game museum. That's like
Yeah.
prime real estate.
Yeah, there's some cool ones in here though. Like there's one with this weird. This is calc result, which is boring. Whizball is pretty cool. Let's see. This one is data most. Oh, look at it! Look at this graphic on here. It's like a little animal eating like a big poop. Look at that. Like there's like little ants and like worms and stuff. Artie per Commodore. Look, and there's this sticker on it, right? And it's like there's the artist, whoever the artist was who made this, Ross. 1983. Are you checking this out?
Yeah, that's some cool artwork. It reminds me of was it Crumb? Who was that artist?
Yeah, it is a little bit crummy. You're right, man. I definitely saw that when I picked it up. I was like, ooh, this is cool.
Yeah.
Crummy. Artie the Aardvark.
Hardy. I'm gonna look that up.
Artie the Aardvark. Artie. Stephanie Red. Stephanie, good night. Thanks for hanging out. I know we're probably boring and stuff.
Good night, Stephanie.
And I know you can't see my cute eyelashes, but next time I'll go live.
Oh goodness.
Artie the Aardvark.
I'm gonna get like when people like actually subscribe to this and see these videos, it's gonna be hilarious. According to what Lonnie says, like I'm just doing everything wrong. Oh, dude, check this one out. It's like these weird little globular alien things.
Nice.
And this dude.
So these are all just manuals. There's no games.
There were no games. The games are gone. But this game was $29.95 in 1983, so that was a lot of money back then.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this last thing.
And hypnotic fun for the entire family. Fascinating shapes. Zoom, rotate, and zigzag round about the screen while you try to shoot them before they trap you. That's very wordy.
That's high right there.
What? I'm gonna put $29.95 because that's what it says on the manual.
Oh no. No,
There's a couple of the discs up on eBay. They're going for like 17 to 20 for the disc, and one it says no manual, so you could
Yup.
fill in the piece of that puzzle. Do you guys watch?
Illusion.
Do you guys watch? Have you seen the show *Halt and Catch Fire*?
Dude, no.
what is it called?
It's called *Halt and Catch Fire*. It's on AMC.
No, I haven't seen that.
It's basically about like the birth of, you know, the personal computer. I think it's loosely based on the origins of the company Compaq. And it is just one of the, it's in its fourth season right now, which is the last season, but highly recommend it. It's like, it hits all the good points. It's like a little bit nerdy for the computer people. It's a little bit got like some Mad Men feel to it. And it's just got a great cast and a really cool story.
I don't know how you could make Compaq was like the nerdiest company ever.
It was basically, I think the first season starts with them trying to build the first like truly portable computer, almost like a laptop. And it's absolutely fascinating. And it just shows how like cutthroat the business was. I mean, it's still cutthroat, obviously, but back when people were trying.
Electronics in general is a very cutthroat business. Look at like Samsung and Apple, like trying to like piss out each other's fires all the time.
Mm-hmm. With all their patent wars and
patent troll bullshit, man. I really hope they get like these patent trolls. Get rid of these damn patent trolls.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
They'll get spike. They're just holding back like human productivity. Check this one out. I love the graphic on this one.
Oh, that's cool.
It's got like a little moon base.
Nice. Yeah, I remember. I think the first thing we had was a Tandy. No, a Tandy 1000, or was it a TI 99? Texas.
Yeah, those are both in the region.
Yeah. But I think my dad was big into computers back in the day. He worked for a company called Atex. That was they've made big, huge computer systems for newspaper publications. So they were pretty big back in the day. But yeah, my dad always wanted to have the first computer. He bought like the very first bubble iMac.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Was it like peach colored? They look like giant. They look like. They had,
No,
like,
we had these. We had the most expensive. It was called the graphite version, which was like had the highest specs of everything.
I remember thinking like, why do they need to make computers in fruit flavors?
But those things were the shit, man. I remember like if you walk into a computer lab and I see that chat. Hey, tap tap tap. Hey you.
Hey, over here, look in the chat.
Hey, I'm looking at the chat.
This orb that we live on is kind of chill. I wonder. Life is great. That's right. Tap tap tap. Look over here. Look in the chat. Tap tap tap.
That'd be
Hey,
that'd be
speaking of-
cool. Like if chat had like a tap button, it went like
Well, what about just audible? What about just like some kind of interesting audible chat where somebody could talk and like you could just hit the button for the next comment
Chris
and
just
hear it?
posted
The
on
thing is, like, I'm furiously listing Top Gun manuals right now. Do you see the graphic on this
Are you
Top
talking
Gun
about
manual?
10K? Chris just posted on Insta.
No, fucking no. Insta.
Which Chris are you talking about? Yeah, that Top Gun is dope.
Whoa. This is from another YouTuber hating on me. Hi, Thrift Shop. As you may know, our community guidelines describe which content we allow and don't allow on YouTube. Your video, Reseller Open Bar, where you are the star, was flagged for review. On review, we determined that it violates our guidelines. We removed it from YouTube. Any guidelines strike or temporary penalty to your account. It's not okay to post large amounts of untargeted, unwanted, or repetitive content on YouTube. If the main purpose of your content is to drive people off of YouTube to onto another site, it will likely violate our spam policies. In addition, misleading descriptions, tags, titles, or thumbnails designed to increase views are not allowed. Tags should only be placed in the appropriate tag section and not in the description.
Did you just get this from YouTube?
What's up?
You just got this from YouTube?
No. It looks like Thrift Shop Hustler got that.
Oh,
I mean, I don't even care. Like, if I got blocked from YouTube, I really don't care.
What the? That's such a ridiculous
I'm
thing.
totally doing this to, like, even if it wasn't on this forum, like, we would just invite people onto another forum. Like, I'm not. I don't know. It seems like people are going a little bit they're going crazy. Like, they're having the same scarcity mentality. Like, there's too many YouTubers. We're gonna go after them. It's like, you know what's gonna happen to you? You're gonna get gone after in a way that, like, you're not gonna be able to stop. You know. So I see some of these bigger YouTubers getting attacked, and I wonder if, like, they were actually attacking people to get as big as they were, and now they're just getting the, you know, the repercussions of that. Because I really do believe in, like, that type of karmic nature.
well, dude. I mean, we're doing 3-hour streams that aren't targeted towards anybody, so this is gonna get pulled down immediately.
I mean, what are we doing something wrong?
I don't think so, unless eBay just needs to clear up some server space.
Yeah, really. I'm doing, like, live listing. I think this is pretty valuable and targeted to a specific audience. So, and I got called out by Lonnie for being a fake. And I really did I do a good job of proving that I'm not? I hope I did.
You did.
I am real.
You did okay.
Tell me I did good. I need to hear it.
You did okay.
So if you ever see this game out there, Zork 1 or Zork...
Dude, I played that game so much. Oh, it was the greatest. Oh, so
the
good.
box. I sold the box of one of these like previously, and the box sold for $50. Just the box.
I'm looking to see if there's a Zork emulator online. I guarantee there's like 100 of them. But that game, that one and King's Quest.
Oh, dude, King's Quest is so awesome.
Dude, anything that Sierra made, King's Quest, Space Quest,
Sierra destroyed it, dude.
Larry,
I love
Land of the Lounge Lizards.
Leisure Suit Larry was pretty awesome.
Oh my god, dude! Me and my brother would steal my dad's copy of it, and then it had the security questions in the beginning, and we would just guess.
Hey,
Got in.
Hazelheart Vintage is in the chat.
Oh,
Hey.
hey.
I'm just oh, that's the I just cut and pasted the wrong thing. Can somebody paste the link to her or send it to her or something?
I don't have the thing open.
Dude, old gaming's.
If I do it, I'll go in. Just send the link out there. She's just watching. I'm doing some live. I'm doing some live listings, Kayla. So this is a video game. This is Zork 1 and 2. The person put flexible. My drafter put flexible disk instead of floppy disk. You see that? Have you seen these flexible? She's in her pajamas.
Oh, Corey, I did notice. What?
Yeah,
Huh?
let me know.
Your one listing, it was a LL Bean backpack.
Mhm.
It said heavily padded, but it's internal frame is what it's called.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't really go back and change that stuff. I try to sell it by the pictures, you know, but
Yeah.
I'll take a look in a sec. Thank you.
Let's audit each other's eBay store.
I don't like the stuff that's already in there. I'm like, oh, it's in there. If somebody buys it, maybe we'll buy it at some point, whatever.
Or
Or
it's
like,
like, here's my password, you change it.
I'm searching for fucks to give right now, and I seem to be all out of them.
bring the beer. Flexible disc.
Okay, so I
Fan
pulled up there's a Zork emulator online. I just got chills reading this. So when you start the game, it says it's a text-based game.
Yeah. No.
It says west of house. This is an open field west of a white house with a boarded front door. There's a small mailbox here. A rubber mat saying "Welcome to Zork" lies by the door, and like that's how the game starts. And you just have to be like.
Explore everything. You have to enter every keyword and just poke around until you start finding
mail. See if this works. Go to mailbox. Oh, it says you can't. It says you can't see any such thing, even though I'm standing in front of it. Open mail.
Try it. Look, mailbox.
Ooh, there's a small leaflet in the mailbox. I should do a live Zork stream. This is getting exciting.
Yeah.
Screen share. Let's see what you're looking at.
Some people are really pathetic, Kayla, but like we gotta like in a way we have to as like a group kind of push those people out and ignore them in a certain way, and just like because the more they're it's like that criminal mindset where like they want to be seen and they want to be noticed, but they want to use somebody else's like success to do that, and like they totally just tear people down to just do that. And it's like they only do that because they're just so afraid of themselves. They're so unsuccessful because they just don't believe in anything themselves, and they have no gratitude. And even though they pretend to be certain ways to like get by in life, they're just, I mean, they must be sociopathic, and it's like they can go suck an egg. I mean, I don't have any yet. I have one detractor already who's gone through all of my videos and put a dislike, but I think it's hilarious. So I went through and like disliked them again. I was like, it's like, it's so dumb. It's like, it's like you never finished high school or something. You're pitiful people if you're watching right now. I just want to call every internet troll out as a pitiful, useless moron.
You're like the troll of trolls.
This
Trolls.
camera is very trolly.
Can you guys see the Zork screen?
Oh yeah.
So you literally should go to mailbox or open mailbox. You open the mailbox, revealing a small leaflet. Take leaflet, taken. Read leaflet. Welcome to Zork. Zork is a game of adventure, blah, 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 blah. It was created at MIT.
Yeah.
Anyways, but it's just it's like such a, when I was that age and when I started playing it, like my imagination was so intense that like, and you get so into these games. Let's see. So West of House, open field. So look at field. Can't see any such thing. Walk.
It's like, Kayla, every time you talk about that person or like bring that person up, it just feeds their ridiculous backwards ego. And it's like, yeah, they say disgusting things, but they say disgusting things because they don't have anything valuable to say, which is like way sadder. Like it just makes them so much sadder and more useless. Like but at least just being generally useless like doesn't harm anybody, but just like you're like less than useless if you do that kind of stuff. Like you have negative value to society. Basically, you should just be put on a desert island and made to build castles out of coral and like pee on them. I'm sorry.
So that's how you feel, huh?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube right. I'm gonna unscreen share here for a second.
Hey, Key Lime Kisses.
Key Lime Kisses is here. She wants to see my hat.
It's
It's like,
name.
don't
Literally.
flirt with my guests.
Too late.
God damn it. It's my job.
Yeah, that is an oddly specific punishment. There's me infinitely.
All right, I found a tree, guys. I found a tree. One particularly large tree with low branches. Let's see if we can climb it. Climb. Which tree do you mean? The tree or the large tree? Climb. See, this shit's exciting.
Hey, Elliot.
Yeah.
Can you screen share? Do you know how to screen share so it won't keep popping back to my ugly face?
What are you talking about?
This hat is it dope?
Yeah, I'm screen sharing right now. Aren't I screen sharing?
Yeah.
No, you're not screen sharing because if you were screen sharing, it wouldn't pop back to my face when I talk, I believe.
Oh.
Or maybe I'm wrong. Is that how it works?
It just shares his screen as his little box.
It still jumps away as he talks.
Yeah.
Does I talk? Okay, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna mute this so we can do this. I'm sorry, I was trying to make it better, but I don't know what I'm talking about, so don't listen to me.
No, it's okay. I don't know if people are riveted by my Zork adventure, but let's continue.
I'm too lazy to deal with it. But check this hat out anyway.
Yeah, the hat's dope. That's the one you showed earlier.
Be quiet.
We're 10 feet above the ground. The nearest branch is above your reach. On the branch is a small bird's nest. In the bird's nest is a large egg encrusted with precious jewels, scavenged somewhere by a childless songbird. The egg is covered with a fine inlay of gold and ornamented in lapis lazuli and mother of pearl. Unlike most eggs, this one is hinged and has a delicate-looking clasp holding it closed. The egg appears extremely fragile.
That's actually my description for something I'm selling.
I was gonna say,
It's like a Fabergé egg, right?
the egg also has a hang tag. It says Hatchimals Surprise. Fucking Hatchimals.
And Zork takes a modern turn.
Oh, it's not a flying donut. It's Indianapolis sports.
Flying donut. Oh,
like,
it's delicious.
Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's really cool 4-color embroidery. This appears to be from the 60s or 70s. It's pretty cool. I just like to wear stupid hats because, like, if people are gonna start making fun of me because I'm making YouTube videos, I'm gonna give them a reason to.
Yes.
I mean, We can all make fun of. Never mind.
What are the? I can't see the chat. What's happening in the chat?
Oh, the chat.
Oh.
Eagle Hearts Vintage would like a flying donut.
Yeah, she would like a flying donut, and
Is that a euphemism?
yeah, I would too. I really want some chocolate right now, and like, it's 1 o'clock in the fucking morning. I thought I'd list for like a couple of hours, but then I got really into it. Like, that's how I am. My wife doesn't understand. It's like sometimes, like, if I get interrupted, so I get into a zone, and like you can see, like I was just pumping those drafts out, and like I get into this cycle, and I can go for like 4 hours. But if I get interrupted, it takes me a long time to get ramped back up. So that's like my, everybody has their attributes. Like, I got to get ramped up, and then I'm like on full speed. But if I get knocked down, it takes me 2 hours to get back to where I was before. So I have to, like, I don't know. I'm weird.
Totally. Yeah, once you're in the zone, like Erica could tell you, like, I'm a different person. I'm a different person when I'm zoned.
Does it mean you have a different haircut that's more like croissant-y than muffin-y?
No, the pastry is the same.
Ah,
Yeah.
damn.
Delicious. Delicious.
I'm going to throw in the towel.
Yeah. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go as well. I gotta go to sleep. I just drove. That was like, I wasn't screen sharing the whole time, but in that 4 hours, I dropped 125 drafts out of. So that dropped like, say I average 31. I just dropped like 50, right like 5,000 in listings.
Yeah.
But
When did you? What is it? Is it ever too soon to hire drafters, or is it like something I should do?
never too soon. It's always too late.
Because I feel like I'm so like dialed in or excited about sourcing right now, but
You can't discover the full capacity and your skill set in sourcing if you have to do all this other shit you don't want to do anyway. You don't want to have death piles, man. It will slow down everything. Kayla says that she should have done it 3 years ago.
where do you guys find them? Do you just post on Facebook like a?
So all three of the people I do it with now, I posted just a red block on Facebook, red block, white letters, and it says, want to make $20 an hour part-time? I can help you get there. I got 3 people I worked at other companies with. We were just been Facebook friends forever. And I just worked with them. They were acquaintances. They're not like friends. I don't hang out with them. I don't have beers with them or anything like that. And they just work.
So you literally, like, you drop the stuff off. It's their job to.
I don't drop it off. Like, I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to waste my time. So what I do is I offer them a trip fee. They come and get the stuff. And then at the same time, I give them cash. They give me an invoice. I give them more stuff. If they're going slow, I give them a small amount of stuff. And if they're going fast, I give them a large amount of stuff. I want my shit back and listed. I don't want to be sitting in some of the side.
How do they give it back to you? Is it packaged?
Usually there's a present. Sometimes it'll be delivered by a stripper. Yeah, it's what they'll do is anything that fits in. I haven't put it directly. Some stuff goes directly into the eBay bag.
What is this
So
eBay bag you speak of? Can you order?
So if you have a store, you get free eBay shipping supplies. So this is a whole box of packages that I packaged today over here. There's like 30. I don't know. There's like 40 orders in that box. So it's in this. I have some things that are already in the bags, and then some things just go into plastic bags. Here, I'll show you one. So like this was a little Sony
mini disc
player kit, and it's just a little kit that's in the bag. And I just give her these bags, and she puts the little stuff in the bags.
And what's your when you
buy that
on Slamazon, on Scamazon?
When you get the big box of stuff back, where does it go, and how do you find it afterwards?
Big boxes. It's inventory, dude. Do you see this beside me? This is I have an inventory system. So each one of these racks is a pick location. Each one of these items is in a pick location. So like behind me, it's hard for me to show you, but you can see like
nice.
So this is clothing, and that's kind of like the extent of my clothing inventory. most of it's in bags, but I'll go through and like steal bags in there, and they're all classified by they're classified and listed. Behind that is a row of shoes and some accessories. Like shoes are one place, hats are in another place, and if I have multiple bins or whatever, it's just like, and then I go grab it. I want to visually verify everything anyway. What's up?
Do you put any type of like indication in the listing where the item is?
No, I hate that. I just don't even like that. I don't like to clutter it up with useless numbers and terms and that kind of stuff.
Hey
Just
guys,
confusing.
I'm gonna be heading out.
Yeah,
All right,
me too. I'm going. Like, we'll talk about. We can do a whole show about inventory systems
Yeah.
later.
Yeah, because I'm
But
just kind of
thanks, everybody.
like I'm just trying to figure out the easiest way, and for the most part, it looks like people have similar systems. I mean,
We'll talk about some things later. I'm gonna go for now. I wanted to get some listings done. I got those listings done. It was great communicating with you, Jacob. I'll see you for coffee tomorrow at 10:30.
Sounds good, man.
Awesome, man. Thanks everybody in the chat. I really appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out and commenting and stuff. Things are going in a really good direction. So,
Hell yeah. Have a good night, everyone.
later.
Dreams, kiddies. Bye bye.
See ya.